こいつは楽しめそうだ。
Fighters ready. Engage.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Who 186 back again with another podcast, the Overrated Podcast, episode 53. I am your co-host, Hoobie 186, and this is my tag team partner, Traditionalist 101.
Yes. Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Another podcast for you all. And it's going to be, so please bear with us. Brace yourselves. It's going to be a long podcast. But we will do our very best to, keep it, 3 hours, or if we could do it less than that.
Yeah,
But we just want to let you all know, beforehand, it's probably going to be a long podcast, but we will do our best to, speed things up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. We have a lot to talk about, and hopefully Steve's internet don't get in the way, like Malta said.
And hopefully your microphone doesn't get in the way.
My microphone's fine right now. It's fine right now. At least it should be fine.
Hey, Malta says, hold on. My camera's acting up.
Yeah, it is.
It's acting up.
I can hear you though, and the quality is fine. So
I cannot believe it. We just started, and I can't believe it. Okay. All right. Maybe I should just get rid of it.
well, I mean, I don't know if I go that far. How much did it cost you again?
No. I shouldn't say get rid of it. I should probably just remove the camera, since right now you can't. Since it's frozen, I might as well just show my logo.
I mean, it's up to you, bro. It's up to you. So, do you have anything to say before we get started, or you got anything important to say?
No, not really. Except that I worked, the weekend, which was unfortunate, but at least I'm going to get some overtime, and I'm gonna have to work, next Saturday as well. But that's even more overtime for me. So, I'm looking forward to the next paycheck that we're going to have next week. Definitely looking forward to it.
Okay. Yeah, I spent the first half of my weekend helping my sister move to a new place. So yeah, that was fun. And in between that, did some work, and that was really it. So
How she went to another state, right?
no, that's my younger sister. She moved to another state. I helped the older one move. The older one, she moved to another place. So helped her out a little bit. You know what I mean? Was able to get that stuff done. So congrats to her on the new place.
Okay, so is she living in a new house now?
Yeah.
And I think that's fantastic. I really have to applaud her, because with everything being so expensive now, it's pissing people off. And what a lot of people are doing, they're either just staying home with their parents, or they're having multiple roommates, because this stuff is just getting out of hand. But that's a political issue. Let's not get sidetracked with that. When it comes to the housing market, and with gas, everybody's getting flustered and frustrated, rightfully so. But hopefully, that stuff will get situated soon enough. Hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we might as well get started with EVO 2022. I know we both watched a bit of it. Are you gonna change your camera? Because you're just frozen right now.
Oh yeah. Let me just get rid of it.
Or you could try to fix it or something.
I guess.
But
Yeah, but go. You do your thing while I fix this stupid camera.
All right. So EVO 2022, right? The first year back, at least officially back, um, with everyone there. Let me go to oh no, that's all the major news sites. I guess I wanted to talk about the results first, and then we'll talk about some of the news that came out. Um, Obviously everyone knows about the main games that were at the show, and hold on a second, give me one moment. Let me get my second screen on. Put my phone on mute. And get the second screen on. All right, so as you can see here, I think the first major game that was there was Skullgirls. Based on what I can tell, there was a lot of presence for multiverses. A lot of people playing that game at Evo. Like they were doing, I know they did like one-on-one tournaments. They also did like 2v2 tournaments. So that was cool. That was cool to see. But for Skullgirls, a game that I actually started playing up again, Sonic Fox won that one, beating the Kill Sage at the in the grand final. Yeah, I don't I this dude plays everything. And this dude wins everything. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, okay.
when you dedicate your time to to playing all these different games. I thought the one that played everything was Justin Wong, but it looks like Sonic Fox has him beat.
No, but no, like you're right to an extent. Like all these guys play different stuff, but I'm talking about like being like the best at it. Like he's won DBZ tournaments, he's won Mortal Kombat tournaments, and now he won Skullgirls.
Hmm.
I don't know how long he's been playing. He probably been playing for a long time, but yeah, that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
agreed.
Yeah. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, he was fifth. He was tied for fifth in this tournament. The guy who won was Scorpion Prox. I don't, I'm not familiar with him. He
Did you
won.
watch that tournament?
I watched some of it. I didn't watch the grand final though.
Okay.
I didn't watch the grand final. I did see him versus I did see Sonic Fox versus Foxy Grandpa, and they did RoboCop mirror matches, which was pretty crazy.
Hmm.
So yeah, so Melty Blood. I don't care. I'm sorry, James. I'm sorry. Sorry, James. Sorry, shit. Soul, but I don't play Multi Blood. I
Do
don't care
you,
about Multi Blood. So
have you tried it before?
no, it's just one of those like anime fighting games that I'm not interested in. Same thing with Grand Blue Fantasy. I'm just not interested.
But isn't Grand Blue the one? Wait, hold on. Is that the one that's similar to Guilty Gear? No, no, no,
Uh,
no, that's not the one. Which one is that one? Which one is that one? I can't remember, but I remember there was a fighting game where it was similar. I think it was similar to Guilty Gear. I can't remember which one it is. I
or
can't remember
Blaze
which one.
Blue.
Oh, Blaze Blue. Do you like that one? I'm just
I,
curious.
I do I do like Blaze Blue a little bit. I do like it.
Oh, okay.
I do like it. So
Well, and speaking of fighting games, are you interested in Project L?
Project L. Um
Are you familiar with that one?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not familiar. I may have to see it. I may have to see it first. So if you
Oh,
got
yeah,
gameplay of it, let me see it.
yeah. I'll show you gameplay footage as you continue on with the list.
Yeah, with DBZ fight with Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Wawa won that one. I'm not familiar with him. Um, and then multiverses. Yeah, like this was the multiverses. This was the 2v2 tournament. Nakate and Void beat Rose J and Mirror Man. I need to watch this. I need to see these guys. I need to see these guys play that game 2v2. See
Oh
how
yeah,
it.
multiverse. Yes, yeah, yeah. That one I really meant to watch, and I just completely forgot about it. Because again, Evo is such a long, long show. It is a very, very, very long show, and I just can't constantly keep up with it when you have so much stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Like that. When it comes to like Evo or the Capcom, I don't know how serious you are when it comes to the Capcom Pro Tour, but
I try my best to keep up with that.
Yeah, I try to keep up with everything, and even all the independent shows that people have their own tournaments.
Mhm.
Like I try to watch them all, but it's just too much. Like, I can't. It's just impossible to keep up with everything. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. So King of Fighters 15. There definitely news on that game. I'll talk about that in a second. But King of Fighters 15, ZJZ won that one over ET at the end. Um, I didn't watch that one. I don't find KOF competitive to be fun to watch.
Really?
Yeah, I like
Okay.
I like playing it, but I don't find competitive King of Fire to be
Are you
fun.
serious? Why is that? What you gotta
I
you
don't
gotta
know.
explain.
I don't know. There's something about it that just is not fun to me. I don't know. I don't know. But
It's just not fun to watch to you.
yeah, it's fun to play, but not fun to watch.
Wow, I
Yeah,
never.
yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I don't.
Wow, for somebody who is a huge KOF fan. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't get it. I don't get it either. All right, so Tekken 7, Knee won. I think this is the first time he won EVO in America. Obviously, he's won in Japan, so yeah, so he won that one, beating Khan at the end. I watched this one, and then I also watched the semifinal between Khan and Arslan Ash. And the funny thing about this is that literally Pakistan and South Korea are like the two top countries when it comes to Tekken 7. So
Korea, you said?
yeah, Korea, South Korea specifically, and Pakistan.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so pretty because the funny thing is the tournament half the semifinal was Korea versus Korea, and then Pakistan versus Pakistan. So yeah, that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah,
Yeah. So and then Street Fighter, the last one, Kawano beat Idom in the finals.
I saw that. That was incredible.
Yeah, yeah. I was absolutely cheering for Idom.
Yeah, I was too. I
And
was.
honestly, I was excited that Daigo was in there. I just watched this one, that match, Daigo and Idom.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a fun match. That was a fun match.
yeah,
But the last one, Guilty
yeah.
Gear.
And I was also happy that Takedo was there. Like you had a lot of legendary players in there, because especially when it comes to Daigo and Takedo, like,
Mhm.
man, those two guys are always like at the top of the list when they're in these tournaments. I,
Yeah,
I was kind of hoping for it was going to be a Takedo versus Daigo, but
yeah, we didn't get that yet.
yeah.
And I think the main game was Guilty Gear Strive. I actually didn't watch this yet. I haven't watched it yet, so I have to go back and watch. Umisho won that one over Slash. Are you familiar with Leffen?
I don't really. No, I'm not familiar with him. No.
He's a legendary Smash player. Yeah, he's a legendary Smash player.
I can't remember, dude. I can't remember. I would have to go back and look. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
Yeah, so he was in third. He was in third place in this one. So that was pretty much the winners of each major tournament. Obviously, they had like smaller tournaments and exhibitions. I know I had to watch this match. Daigo versus Justin Wong and Ultra Street Fighter 4. They had that one, and Daigo actually won 3-0.
Wait,
Which
you
was
said Street
great.
Fighter 4?
Yeah, Ultra Street Fighter 4. Yeah.
Where did it? When did they play that?
I think it was a couple days ago. It was
In
a couple.
Evo?
Yeah.
And Daigo won the whole thing.
No, 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 no. I think this was an exhibition.
Oh, exhibition.
Yeah, yeah, and Justin Wong beat Daigo 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah,
Damn, how can I believe I missed that one?
yeah,
Because when it comes to Street Fighter 4, gosh, he was always one at the top when it comes to Street Fighter 4. Daigo was, so I'm surprised. Do you know which characters they chose? Do you remember?
no, they ran back a tournament final they had years ago when Street Fighter 4 first came out. Daigo was Ryu and Justin was Balrog.
Rufus, I think.
No, 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 he was actually Balrog in that
It was
one.
Balrog.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they kind of like ran it back on that one.
Oh no, no, yeah, I'm getting mistake. I'm mistaken with him, and I think Gamer B was the bar. Was Rufus. I
No,
think.
I could have sworn. I think Justin used Rufus before. I know he definitely did. I know he definitely did. But for that tournament final that they had, I think I want to say 2016. It was 2015 or 16 when Street Fighter 4. No. It was long. It was way before that. I think it was 2009
Yeah.
when they had their first match in Street Fighter 4, and those are the characters that they picked. Nolan says hi. Let's go. Hello. What are you? How you doing, bro? And Mota says I'm about to go play basketball, and he calls us the Brothers of Destruction. So,
Oh man, that's pretty cool. I actually that would actually even be a nice title too.
yeah.
Brothers of Destruction. That's a cool name. I'm gonna save that for for the future or something.
All right. And then just to cap off all the news when it came to the show, yeah, do you have the Project L gameplay?
Oh, I was hoping you was gonna show the Yuri and Kimberly gameplay first.
No, don't worry, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. Yeah, so I'm trying to look for like some of the more credible news. Obviously the main thing that I can tell was all these fighting games were announcing rollback netcode. You know what I mean? Rollback netcode. Like you know about rollback netcode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of games. Excuse me. A lot of games announced that they were going to announce it. We're going to implement it. Let me see. Oh yeah, Guilty Gear Strive is gonna have crossplay. So that's
Oh, that's big news.
yeah. So that's good. Dragon Ball Fighter Z coming to PS5 and the new Xbox with rollback netcode. All right, so that's good. Persona 4. Yeah, when you talk about anime fighter, this is the one that I actually played. Persona 4 Arena Ultra Max.
Uh huh.
I did play this game. I had this game before. It's a good fighting game. It's a good fighting game.
You got rid of it?
Yeah, I don't have it anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have.
Oh
But
wow.
it is a good fighting game. Samurai Showdown is gonna get rollback netcode in 2023. That's good because that game needs it. That game needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, so I'm assuming you when you play online is not good.
Not great. Not great.
Uh, okay.
So it definitely needs that. KOF 15 is gonna get crossplay between all platforms, which that's good. That's good. And you know what, we might as well just start with let's start with King of Fighters real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll show you the let's play this little trailer. Let me turn this on. Let me put this on mute. Oh, yeah, it's already on mute. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on full screen. Let's do full screen this bad boy. So yeah, so DLC characters, and they announced season 2. And I'll go over this since I have the game. I have no interest in playing these characters.
Really?
Nah.
You-
Yeah, because they're pretty much like they're already in the game technically, but these are like the evil versions of these characters. Like
I got you.
these are the evil these are basically the evil version of these characters. And to me, I don't really like evil versions of characters.
Yeah, I know. I noticed you always had a huge beef problem when there was a Shin Akuma or Evil Ryu. Like you seem like that never really interested you ever. Well, actually, no. I think you liked it before with Capcom vs SNK, but after that, you seem to distance yourself from evil characters.
Yeah, it is not my thing. It is not my thing. This I'm interested in. This one I'm happy about. The Samurai Showdown team.
Hmm.
I'm happy about this. Like Horomaru, um, Horomaru Nakaruru, that's my girl right there. And there's one more. I forgot her fucking name. I forgot her name. Shit. I forgot her name. Yeah, her. I forgot her name. But I've used her before in Samurai Showdown. Like, yeah, she's a cool character.
Yeah.
Yeah, Team Samurai. So this was good. I like this. But then they're showing off season 2. The next season of KOF is coming.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they added 2 new characters who I'm very excited about. Shingo,
This one? You're interested in
yeah,
this one?
yeah, Shingo
Um.
Yubuki,
Okay.
and Kim Champa making his return. Let's go.
Yeah. Where have you been? What like he wasn't in the last one, the last two, was he?
No, he wasn't. He was in 14, but he just wasn't. He just wasn't in 15.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm happy. That I'm happy he's back. Very happy. I'm very happy he's back.
Yeah.
So this is next season. So pretty much this is gonna be probably next year when it's gonna come back. So
So you're definitely going to get that.
oh, absolutely, 100%,
Okay.
100%. So oh yeah. I'm thinking they're acting like this shit's over. Hold on, my bad. All right. So that was the trailer for King KOF. All right. So Street Fighter 6, they're gonna add James Chin and Tasty Steve as real time commentators.
Mm-hmm. That I remember I wanted to discuss that in the podcast before. To me, I don't really necessarily think that's actually needed. I don't really think it's necessary to have commentators, and to be honest, I think I would prefer to play Street Fighter without it.
Oh yeah,
Without
I don't think I don't think it's a major thing. I don't think it's a major thing. Like I'm like as far as I'm concerned, like if they have it, cool. As long as it's not forced on you, then I can deal with it. I can deal with it. Now
yeah,
apparently this was announced, but I didn't see this. The Fatal Fury, that this was a new Fatal Fury Garo game was greenlit. I
yeah.
didn't see this. I didn't see this.
Fatal Fury.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like is this a continuation of the original one?
Apparently,
No way. No way.
apparently, and I did not see. I didn't see no one hype this. I didn't see no one hype this on Twitter. I'm like, this shit's hype. We're finally gonna get a new Fatal Fury, or probably what I think is gonna be called Garu Mark of the Wolves 3. No, I mean 2. Excuse me. At least that's what I think we're gonna get. Mark of the Wolves 2. And I'm like, whoa. Like, finally, shit. Like, let's go.
I cannot believe people are not talking about it.
I mean, maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for it. So speaking of being excited, trailer for Kimberly
Oh,
and
play it, please! Man, she looks awesome. That's why she was one of the characters. When James, shout out to James and shout out to Soul when they were just doing the tier list with us, she was the character that I picked. I really am looking forward to playing as her, man. She looks awesome.
yeah. At first thought, I thought she was like, oh my bad. Ah shit, no. No, okay. My bad. At first thought, I thought she was kind of like she played like Ibuki.
Oh, you did?
And you can still see you still see some of the influences of Ibuki, but apparently her master is Guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Bro, she looks amazing, man. Whew. Like,
Yeah, it is.
look at these moves, man. That's just fantastic, dude. And
And
I like the her character model, like the way she
yeah,
just looks. Their appearance is pretty cool. What you was gonna say?
and the funny thing is, you know how in Street Fighter, I think it was oh, and did you use Ibuki in Street Fighter 5?
I never really cared for her.
Okay. Ibuki in Street Fighter 5 had she had this mechanic where she would store kunai,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think you could save up to 6. She does the same thing, but with spray cans.
Yeah, with spray paint.
Yeah. So that's pretty rad. And then this one, Jury.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Jury, but I think she is one of the most cool, with the exception of, you might disagree, but with the exception of Chun Li,
Mm-hmm.
man, I think Jury, just by appearance, she looks so awesome, man. Like, she's one of those.
So you have her over Cammy.
Yeah, or maybe it's probably a draw with the two of them.
I have her over Cammy.
She's just looks so amazing. Like, and the thing is, she kind of in a way reminds me of Vega, because you know how creepy Vega is.
Mm-hmm.
He's very creepy. He likes to lick his claw when he cuts people up, and she solely reminds me of Vega a lot, because she's very freaky, and she looks like someone who will just has the pleasure of hearing people scream. I just don't know. And this right here, bro, when I saw this, dude, rewind that one last part.
No, okay.
Oh man, dude, like I crapped up. I
Let
just
me
was
do
like,
this, let me do this special. I do like her. I do like her ultra a lot. Well, I don't know
that,
what to call it, super ultra, whatever to call it.
yeah,
Special art.
yeah, this one right here, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Look at that. That's she is amazing. And I think I think in Tekken 5, didn't Huang Rang do the exact same thing after he wins when he would sit
It
on
would
you?
sit on him. Yeah, it would sit on. It would sit on
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. Huang Rang did. I was when he did that, I just kept saying to myself, man, that is so disrespectful. But I liked it. I liked it. And you see Jury do the exact same thing on here, and has the phone, get the selfie, get ready, or does it live. That thing, I also love the fact now that a lot of these games are kind of, because she has the phone and she's doing her
Yeah,
a
yeah,
selfie, so it's like they're adjusting to our time.
yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. So that's awesome. My bad. I just
No,
had
no,
to,
no, no, no. It's perfectly fine, man. That should look good, man. That should look good.
yeah, that's just freaking awesome.
The last major news that I want to talk about is this right here, right? They talked about the world tour, right? We might as well let's play the video. They played the world tour, and this was after the lady on stage was hyping up what's next for Tekken or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well they're gonna show us the new game, and then they show us this, which is fine. Like it's fine. They talked about the Tekken they talked about the Tekken world tour, whatever, which is cool. Like, I have nothing against it. I mean, these events are pretty good, and they go to some really cool places to do it. So you have that, and EVO was kind of like the first start of their world tour.
Hmm.
You have balance adjustments, so characters gonna get rebalanced, and yeah. So new tactics. Now let me rewind this real quick, right?
Hmm.
Let me rewind this real quick. Now, previously, I wish I could slow it down, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can.
Well, you could
I
try
don't,
pausing it, like here and there if you can.
let me go to setting. Let me go to setting. Yeah, we're gonna go real slow on this MFR.
Yeah,
Okay, let me rewind it. All right.
I think you should rewind it a little bit more.
No, I'm right there. Notice the movement that Eddie made when he hit the wall, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's why I wanted you to rewind it some more, because I missed it. Like, I know you have to like slow it down.
Even does it here. Even does it here.
Let me see.
Pay attention to Ahachi. Notice what he did there when he bounced off the wall.
He
That
bounced,
was not.
he bounced, he bounced up the wall and he touches the ground.
Yeah. That animation was not in the previous game.
Okay.
So you're gonna get more combo opportunities coming from there. So that's interesting. Because before with the wall thing, it was just a bounce. It was a bounce that they added in one of the seasons, and yeah, now they're doing this, which
Yeah.
yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. So I play Tekken. I still play Tekken, so I'll see what that's like. So
Hmm.
Obviously, I think the grand final is going to be in Amsterdam, and this is where they're going to announce the next Tekken game that day. Let me rewind back.
Yeah.
Yeah, February 5th. That's when they're going to announce the next Tekken game.
Oh man, that's gonna be a long way to go, but
At least that's why I'm just taking a guess. I'm taking a educated guess. Educated guess. That's what I think is going to happen. Right. So yeah. So the Pro Tour, the Tekken Pro Tour is coming back. So the free update is going to be on the 17th. So I'm looking forward to that. Now this is the part that drove everyone nuts.
this
Yeah, this part right here. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is the end when you play as Kazuya. This is the ending that you get. This is canon ending. This is canon.
correct.
And now you see
Now,
this.
pause real quick. Pause real quick. Pause real quick.
Crap.
I'm crap. Go back. Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right.
Now it's been so long since I played the original Tekken games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when he drops Heihachi, was that Tekken 1 or 2?
That was one.
Oh yeah, that was 1. And then Heihachi threw him in the volcano on part 2.
Yeah.
And okay, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so go ahead. You said that was canon, and what else you was going to say?
Okay. Now this is interesting. Now, obviously, listen. This is obviously going to be the next Tekken game, right? They didn't announce it. They didn't say nothing. All they said, get ready, and then Harada, the creator of Tekken, you know what I mean? He joined the commentator went nuts. He joined them on stage on the commentary desk. He's shaking them and doing all this, and then he just leaves. Right? Doesn't answer anything.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing we know is that this is the next Tekken game. Everyone thinks that this is Tekken 8, right?
Okay.
Everyone thinks this is Tekken 8. Now, I do think this could be Tekken 8. But it wouldn't surprise me if this was or a Tekken remake.
Of the very first one.
Mm-hmm. Because you don't show you. What's the point of showing the ending of Tekken 1? What's the point? Because you could have easily just done this. That's all he had to do to show this image of
Mm-hmm.
Kazuya. That's all he had to do. But yet they showed the they showed what happened in Tekken 1. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's a graphic comparison or whatever. But like, you don't need that. Like, you listen. I think we're gonna get a Tekken. I think if it's gonna be Tekken 8, I think they're gonna put a heavy emphasis on Tekken 1.
Okay. So now, obviously, now we're just talking, hypothetically here.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a complete hypothesis
All
on
right,
our
okay,
part.
all right. Before you go, let me read these
No, no,
comments.
no, no, no. I have to ask you because I guarantee I'm going to forget. Can you go back to the image real quick? Can you go back to the
All right,
image real quick?
hold on. Yeah.
Okay, go to the part where he drops Heihachi, off the cliff. Go to the PS1 scene
Okay.
where he pretty much has him and then he drops him. What I think is going to happen. Okay, now yeah, okay. Now if you don't mind, put it on a big screen because I really wanna say this. Now, I don't think that you're wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, that's a very good shot. I love this shot. I love this shot. I love that shot. I don't think that you're wrong. However, what my hypothesis is, again, we talk about hypothetically here. I think what they're going to do is somehow connect the original one. That it's already canon, like you said.
Mhm.
But I think what we're going to have is something probably similar of what NetherRealms did with Mortal Kombat 9. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't know if it means that people are going to go back in time. Like I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it's going to be something similar to as far as story goes. of what happened with Mortal Kombat 9, where they went back in time and they made like changes and things in that nature. Very, very good story. For those of you who haven't played it, you need to play that game. Excellent, excellent story. Or just look it up on YouTube. I
Okay.
think there's something similar is going to happen with that.
Now, here's the thing, right? And someone said this, and I do agree with them.
Okay.
In the original, and now maybe it could be graphical. Maybe it could be graphical limitations back then. But you
Hmm.
notice he has no real scars here in his face, right?
Okay.
Now, when they transitioned to this with the eye and everything like that, that was him after pretty much this was his look pretty much after Tech during Tekken 4 when he was
Tekken.
revived. Yeah.
Okay.
Tekken,
Okay.
this is when he was revived. Right? So this is literally the Tekken 4 look, Tekken 4 all the way up to where we are now. Right? And someone said that if he looks like this now, if he had looked like the way he was before 21 with no scars and nothing like that, but just obviously updated graphics, then it would have been a Tekken remake. But since he has his current look, a lot of people just assume that this is just Tekken 8. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's a good way to dissect it and analyze what's going on. But but again, when you look at the original the original clip, there's absolute, like you said, there has to be a reason. There has to be some sort of indication. Why did you even bother wasting our time showing us that clip? I think it has to be involved, somewhat. I think they're going to make some type of similar, story, like how, because Mortal Kombat 9 is the best example that I could use, for
yeah,
right now.
but that has to do with like time travel and stuff like that. And I don't think I highly doubt Tekken would do that. I highly doubt Namco would do that with Tekken. Again, I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure, but
Hmm.
I don't know if they would do that. But here's the thing. The thing with Tekken when it comes to that is of all the, because remember Tekken 7 has a shit ton of characters.
Yeah.
The vast majority of those characters that were in 1 was in 7. The vast majority. The only one that I can think of that's not there is Michelle. Because but they have her doppelganger Julia in there. Um, who else? P
Jen,
Jack, prototype Jack.
what about Jen's mom? I don't think she was there either.
Oh yeah, she's not there either. Yeah. Well, no, she wasn't even in 1. She wasn't. She was introduced in 2.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
she
Yes.
was
Yes. Yes.
introduced in
Yes.
2.
Yes.
So,
I think it's been so long. Jeez.
yeah. So like P Jack wasn't in there, and I think Roger and Alex are not in Tekken 7 either. So
Okay. So your theory is that because we see the scar and we see the obviously the red eye.
mhm.
You went back.
Right, right,
Um.
right.
Oh, okay, you're back. Okay. So because of the scar and the red eye that you see there, what you're saying is people are just thinking it's just a continuation of the story, but you think it's a remake. Like you confidently think that it's a remake now that they
Either
showed.
either it's a remake or there's something that connects the two. Because there's no way you don't show that unless there's something that goes along with it. You can't. There's no way that you can show because again you can do comparisons of Kazuya from 1 to 8 on anything, but you wouldn't show him throwing Hachi off the volcano in 1 unless there was some significance to that.
Right, exactly.
There has to be some significance to it, as far as I'm concerned. And I think it's a lot more than just a graphical comparison.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think they would waste their time just showing us a graphical comparison, because why that, like, why show us that? Even if you wanted to make a comparison, why show us that clip? Why show us Kazuya's face at the end on both scenes.
Yeah.
I think there is something is going on. I think it's going to be story related. But you could be right. It could be a complete remake. But here's the thing, though. I have to ask you this question before we get to the comics. Do you think it's a waste of time making a remake of a fighting game?
No, no, I don't think so. Like I that's something I've actually wanted Tekken to do for a while now. You're like you can still make whatever the next entry of the Tekken series, but going backwards and obviously modernizing the gameplay. You're obviously gonna add some they're gonna add some stuff, some mechanics to the game that wasn't in the original. But I think a remake would be perfectly fine.
Hmm.
I have no problem. I have no problem with it.
Okay, I'm actually surprised you don't have a problem with because would you be okay if they made a Street Fighter Two remake or the Street Fighter One, the very first one? Would you like if
Well,
Capcom made a remake of the first one?
if they do remake the first one, then they're gonna need to do a lot of stuff with that first game. But if they made like a Street Fighter One remake, but with probably like Street Fighter Six graphics, I actually wouldn't be upset about. I wouldn't be upset with that.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't be upset with that.
Hmm.
Looks
Okay.
like Street Fighter Six has the gameplay of Street Fighter Six, but Street Fighter One characters. Actually, wouldn't be okay. I wouldn't be dismissive of that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, all right. So let's read the comments, right? Because
Mhm.
there's a lot of comments. So
Yeah.
let's go to that. Let's see. McKinley said Undertaker and Kane. Multa said that was my first band's name. Years later, I realized it was Kane and Undertaker tag team name. What? What an idiot I felt like. I mean, you never know. If you guys blew up, then they probably would have sued you. But we'll
Oh,
see.
wait, you think they could have done that? No way.
Well, they could have. You never know. You
Wow.
never know. Jury. I mean, Nolan said jury duty. Exact same thing on here. All right. Um, and then Ruben said Street Fighter Six is visually impressive. I agree.
Yeah, I think visually, to me, I don't see any other. Well, I mean, obviously, over time, you could probably tell, but yeah, I think that is like the best as far as graphics goes. Man, that's like the best I have seen yet. As far as all the fighting games, that's like the best looking one to me. It's just unbelievably looks so incredible. But yeah.
Yeah. McKinley said they could show more at the Game Award. That is true. That is true. I know Jeff was teasing. Jeff was teasing it at the Game Award. So for the Game Award, so Nolan said it could be Tag 3. I don't think so. I don't think it's Tag 3.
You know what? Well, I completely forgot about that. We haven't had a Tag 3 game in so long. You know what? He could be right.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. When did Tag 2 came out? Do you remember the year they came out? I
Uh,
don't.
Tag 2 came out. I might as well look it up. That's it. Let me look it up.
Oh, okay, okay. Usually when it comes to Tekken, you have a really good memory when it comes to
Yeah, that's true. That's
like
true. But
this.
yeah, but I don't hear. Give me a second. Let me look on my phone.
Because no, I think Nolan is onto something here. I think he's onto something here. I completely forgot about. We haven't had a Tekken.
2012.
Yeah, dude, look how dude over a decade like that. That's a long time
Yeah, it's true. But like Tekken Tag 2, like okay, you remember Tekken Tag 1 came out after Tekken 3, right? It was
for the PS2. Yeah,
PS1. Wait, was it
Tekken.
PS? No,
Oh, it
PS2,
was
PS2.
PS2.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Then after the original tag,
Hmm.
we got 4, 5, and 6. Then we got tag 2.
Hmm.
I think before we get tag 3, if we ever do get tag 3, I think we're gonna have Tekken 7, probably gonna have Tekken 8 and likely Tekken 9. 'Cause remember, there's 3 games between. There have been 3 games between tag games. They've
Interesting.
Yeah, there've been 3 games between tag games,
Okay.
and that's why I don't think it's gonna be tag. And besides, like they would have shown something tag related to the teaser. You know what I'm saying?
You yeah, I guess. And I guess how does tag relate to the original Tekken
Yeah,
game?
yeah. It doesn't
Cuz
really.
yeah, cuz isn't, correct me if I'm wrong, but when it comes to tag, I know tag is not canon, with the original franchise,
Mhm.
with the original series, but isn't tag canonized with each other though? Like is one Tekken Tag 1, Tekken Tag 2, aren't those two canon separate
Are
from
they
the original
are they
series?
are they connected? What you're saying?
Yeah, with each other.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I just think it's just an all-star fighting game. That's all it is. All the
Oh,
Tekken
okay.
characters coming together. I
Oh,
don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's canon. It definitely to the to the series not canon. And also you also have to take into account Street Fighter 7 is the only fighting game of the Tekken series that has guest characters.
Street Fighter 7?
Yeah.
Street
Yeah.
Fighter 7?
No, my bad. Tekken
We
7,
don't
Tekken 7, Tekken
oh,
7. My bad. It's the only series that has guest characters. And if they make another tag game, I don't know if these characters are gonna be in the game.
as far as the guest goes, the
Yeah,
guest characters. No,
yeah.
I don't think it would make sense if they brought them in. I don't think so.
No, but like you have to remember, a lot of these are from different franchises and stuff like that, and I'm sure they have licensing agreements and stuff like that. So we don't know. We don't know if they'll be. We don't know if they'll be in there. So
Hmm. Okay.
yeah. So Nolan said he looks young. Um, Joshua, shout out to you, Joshua. He said new Tekken. Yeah, next year they'll announce it next year, either at the Game Awards or they'll do it at like I said in August or not February when with the Pro Tour.
Yeah, big shout out to you, nephew. It's been a long time. I'm glad that you could join the podcast. But yeah, it looks like it's a brand new Tekken game. But we had a couple of theories. Who we think it's a remake? I think they're going to introduce that into the future of Tekken, of the next Tekken game, like similar to Mortal Kombat. But he could be right. I don't think they're going to do any type of time traveling, but there has to be some type of connection. And showing those two scenes together, obviously that's a indication that there's some type of connection to it. So
Yeah. Ruben said probably Tekken versus Street Fighter. No, I don't. I don't think we're gonna see that.
we're never going to see that again. I don't think so. It's a good guess, but I don't. It's a wishful thinking, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. Ruben said that they time traveled technically and Tekken 2 made Ahachi younger. No, he took something that made him younger. That's what happened. He took something to make himself younger. And even still, it's technically still not canon because in 7, Hachi's old. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but that's why I had asked you the question before. Is the Tekken games, the Tekken tag games, are they canon with each other but separate from the original series, with the original franchise? But are they?
I yeah, I don't yeah, I don't think so. I'll look it up, but I don't think so. I don't yeah, I just don't.
Okay.
So, Ruben said we gotta stop. We all know it's just DLC. Tekken 7 aftermath. I mean, look. I no, I don't think so. They've done so much with that game when it comes to DLC and adding all these characters. I don't think so. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. But they do have a standalone. They have a standalone Tekken game with all the characters in it though. But I don't think it. But it's, I don't think it's. I don't think it's like Tekken 7 Aftermath or whatever. At least I don't think so.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, but that was pretty much the evil stuff. like I said, I still have some matches that I want to watch, and overall, it was just great to see. It was great to see, the community back together after having to deal with the last 2 years with EVO being canceled in 2020 and 2021 doing the online stuff. So it was just back to see them together and playing games.
Yeah, and I'm really happy that people were making fun of them, saying they don't understand why they're wearing masks still,
Mm-hmm.
and I was laughing about that. I wish they would just make everything normalize already, but at least this is a step in the right direction. I'm
Well,
actually.
it's funny because in I think they're in Vegas, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, in Vegas, you don't really need a mask in Vegas. It's not mandated, but they're like, because you have to remember a lot of these countries they don't have the same access to kind of like what we have when it comes to the vaccine and medicine and stuff like that. They don't. It's not just like still COVID is still a real problem in some countries.
Right.
So in order for them to go and remember going into the country, leaving the country, you have to they have to take precaution. If they come back with COVID, then they're going to be isolated for a couple weeks, and obviously they don't want to do that, so they have to take precaution.
Right.
So yeah, but it was just good. It was just good to have everybody back. So that's good. That's good. Okay, this one is not going to take long. I'm gonna try to.
Hold on. Let me show you the gameplay footage that you asked for.
Oh yeah, okay.
Um,
I just want to see. I just want to see if I've seen it before because I've heard of it, but I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the same thing I watch. Have you ever heard of a fighting series called Rumble Fish?
no.
Um, yeah. If anyone in chat, if you heard of it, let me know because I saw they were releasing that game. They're releasing
This
that
game.
game.
You seen this game before?
No, I haven't seen this game before.
Yeah. This game looks very interesting, and Soul what was the one that introduced. Soul was the one that introduced me, to this game.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, what I found out that the game is actually free to play, from what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think this looks awesome. I mean, it's a little chaotic, but it doesn't look as chaotic as Marvel vs. Capcom game.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'm surprised you didn't hear about this one.
No, I haven't heard about it. I've never seen this.
Yeah, and if they eventually bring this, to an evil tournament or whatnot, I'll definitely keep an eye on it because I really want to start branching out a little bit more when it comes to fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to try different fighting games out, and this one is definitely on the top of the list, with the exception of Street Fighter and Tekken, of course. But this is definitely at the top of the list of the game to try. And the other game that I told you about, I think you know about this game already. DNF Duel.
Oh yeah, I know about this.
Are you interested in playing that one?
No, not really. No, not
Oh,
really.
you're not.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I'm actually surprised. I want to play this one too. I really want to play this game also. Like there's so many fighting games that's out there that I have been fairly impressed with. The problem is it's just too much. I just can't keep up anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm actually surprised you're not interested in this one. I'm I'm
Yeah.
actually surprised you're not interested. But yeah, those are the two games that I really want to. This game is actually out already though. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
this game's already out.
It's been off. It's been off for a while.
Yeah, it's been out for a long time, and I just haven't had an opportunity to play it. But that's going to change. I really want to try this game out, and I think Big James. I think Big James has been playing it, or Soul. I can't remember, but regardless which one has it, I am going to be coming over and try the game out. I really want to play this game.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. This one, like I said, this one won't take too long. We did talk about Deshaun Watson last week, and it was originally announced that he was gonna that the what's I forgot what the lady's name is, but they appointed a judge to rule on his situation. He was gonna get 6 games, right, and get a fairly light fine, right. The NFL decided to appeal, and Roger Goodell appointed a new He appointed a guy named Peter. I think Peter Harvey. He's going to appeal it and see if they can give Watson more games, right? More like there. I think the rumor is that they're trying to give him a year-long suspension and give him a heftier fine. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Like I personally, I think a lot of this is being done for for what would you say? I think this is being done to save face, right? Because like I said, when everyone saw that he got the 6 games, a lot of people, myself included, thought that he got off light. That he got off light, and a lot of women were upset about it. And look, Roger Goodell's not an idiot. You know what I mean? Like he hears the chatter, so I think that's why he decided to appeal.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he decided to appeal to save face, right? So, like I said, we'll see what happens. I don't want to. I don't want to read too much into it because, like I said,
You might as well read at least a little bit,
I'll read it.
not the whole thing, but just a little bit. I mean, it is interesting.
Okay, so the personal conduct policy and the collective bargaining agreement says nothing about when a decision must be made by Peter Harvey in the appeal of Deshaun Watson's 6-game suspension. The only requirement is that the process must be expedited. There's one specific wrinkle that could delay the expedition process. Although the policy and the CBA do not contemplate a hearing or an appeal, it's possible that the NFL Players Association has requested one. And yeah, this is also going to like if they appeal this and make it a longer suspension, the NFL PA is probably going to sue and probably going to take him to court.
Wow, Sue Roger Goodell,
It will sue the NFL.
the whole NFL.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a big deal.
Yeah, because I guess their reasoning behind it is that the NFL seems to tend to want to punish players a lot more than owners who do a lot of the same things, or in some cases, something worse.
Right.
You know what I mean? So so yeah. So I mean, they have a point there, but we'll see. Let me continue reading. Neither the league nor the union has answered the question on whether a hearing was requested or whether a hearing will occur. Obviously, a hearing would slow things down. A hearing would also be largely meaningless. There can be no new evidence. A hearing would give the parties a chance to present their position verbally to Harvey before he issues a ruling. If anything, the league should want a hearing. The union got the last word as to the written documents. A hearing will give the league a way to present a rebuttal. So I mean, everything else here is not. They're not really not that important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what's been going on is this. I mean, this is just me speaking hypothetically, but I think they just need to just leave it as is. And if he's going to be suspended for 6 games, just leave it at that. Because the NFL, they were being sued in recent past. They shouldn't try to look for another lawsuit from somebody else. Like, enough is enough. Like, this thing is getting outplayed. It's starting to get cliche, in my opinion. He's not going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So just leave it. Just leave it at that. You say you're going to be suspended for 6 games. Just leave it like that and then move on. If he does something else later, then fine. But in my opinion, just leave it as is. Just leave it as is.
We'll see, because the next step is pretty much the NFL making their ruling, and we'll see what happens, man. But right now, he is suspended 6 games. If he gets suspended more, then this process is going to take forever. If they decide to keep it going, so I mean, I would like it's not my team. We have our own problems, like we're going to talk about later.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I mean, yeah, you can go with the Brittany Griner thing.
Okay. Alrighty, everyone. So we talked about. I think we talked about Brittany Griner a couple of times already now.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much it's pretty much official when it comes to her regarding to her ruling. So you can see this, right?
Meet Zach. His work-life balance is
That
anything.
you?
Yeah, that's this is a stupid ad.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm gonna pop everything up in a second. Hold on.
okay, so Brittany Garner is sentenced to 9 years in Russian prison, and that is like a huge deal because man, freaking 9 years that's a long time. Because mind you, I believe she's 31 or 32,
Yeah,
somewhere around there. So she's going to be 40 by the time she gets out.
she's not gonna serve all that.
Well, I'm just saying, as of right now,
Yeah.
when you just do the proper calculations, obviously, she's going to be 40 when she gets out, if it sticks. But I think you're right, though. I'm just saying, if it sticks, and that's a long time. But a Russian court sentenced WNBA player star Brittany Griner to 9 years in prison Thursday, an expected conclusion to her trial that should allow negotiations for a prisoner swap to accelerate. Griner, who was arrested February 17th for bringing cannabis into the country, had been prepared for a harsh sentence, sources close to the player said. But she and her supporters have also been aware that Russia was not going to move forward with a.
Get the best grills in the game. Stop on by barbecueguys.com.
What the heck is going on here?
Someone named Joe Burrow as my boss.
Oh my goodness, dude! What? For goodness sakes, man! My apologies, everyone. These crazy ads. Where was I? Was Russia was not going to move forward with a trade that could bring her home until her trial was completed. A guilty verdict was considered a foregone conclusion, and Griner pleaded guilty July 7th. Through the case continued under Russian law. Let me see if there's anything else important here. All right, this is just an opinion, but during sentencing, Judge Anna, whatever her last name is, can you pronounce his last name?
That doesn't matter.
Okay, she said that she found that Griner intentionally broke the law, and also fined her 1 million rubles, about rubles or what is it?
Rubles.
Rubles, about 16,700. Said the time Griner was served in custody since her arrest in February would count towards the sentence. Now see, here's the thing. This is very interesting to me because I remember I said to you in the last podcast when we were discussing about Griner that how is it that you brought drugs by accident in your suitcase? Because I remember I asked you like how did it get there? Like how did it get there? How did it get in your suitcase and you just simply forgot that it was there? Like how is it that? Which is why I'm not surprised that the judge said you intentionally brought it over to this. You intentionally tried to bring it over. Because how do you make a mistake like that? You know exactly what you're doing. Now I think you said it still possibly could have been a mistake.
No, I don't think I said that. I thought at the time that carrying, breaking a law in a foreign country is dumb. Like just don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I said, I mean, if I'll let you finish, then I'll give you my take real quick.
Okay. So Griner reacted to the sentence with little emotion, listening to the verdict with a blank stare on her face. As she was led out of court, Griner said, "I love my family." The 9-year sentence was close to the maximum of 10 years that Griner had faced under the charges, and prosecutors had asked for a 9.5 year sentence. Griner defense lawyers said that they would appeal. The defense team said that in sentencing, the court had ignored all evidence it had presented, and Griner pleaded guilty. Defense attorney Maria Blagovina told reporters later that Griner was very upset, very stressed. I mean, obviously, of course, she's going to be like, who's going to be happy that you've been sentenced to go to prison for 9 years? Like, who's going to be happy with that? Like, come on. It's difficult for her, for the time. Under Russian law, Griner has 10 days to appeal, and her lawyer said they could expect a hearing in Moscow. Okay. This is a long article. Oh my gosh, this is too much. I don't want to read all of this.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't want to read all of this. But go ahead. You said you had something to say.
Okay. Let me first let me share my thing. Well, first let me read some comments from the boys. Nolan said, "I'm glad they sentenced her quickly," and then Ruben said, we do take forever to sentence people." He also said, I have to be careful with my medicinal cocaine. I can't bring that everywhere it's frowned upon." Dude, there's medicinal cocaine? Because listen, I don't want to call Ruben a liar, but like, I've never heard of medicinal cocaine. Like, I've never heard of medicinal cocaine. So, but if you have it, bro, shout out. Like, but anyway, all right. So here's the thing. Let me give you first, if you can see this, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is Joy Taylor on Speak for Yourself. Speak for Yourself, right?
Okay.
Here's what she had to say about the situation.
Okay. We're not going to have copyrighted, are we?
I hope not.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Of the United States.
If you could put the volume up more, that would be great.
For a long time. And what's happening with Brittany Griner is political theater, and she is absolutely.
Hold on a second. Give me one moment, all right? Let me reshare it. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm gonna reshare. Stop share. I'm gonna reshare it. All right, let's try this again.
Being used by Russia as a political. My reaction is that Russia is the enemy of the United States and has been for a very long time. And what's happening with Brittany Griner is political theater, and she is absolutely being used by Russia as a political pawn. She's played in Russia for what this season would be her 8th year. So she's very aware of the laws of the lands. Russia is abusing the situation and using Brittany Griner's status for a political pawn. Now, of course, the U.S. is in a situation where they will likely try to do a prisoner swap. Victor Bout, who is an international arms dealer, nicknamed the Merchant of Death, might be involved in that prisoner swap. He's been serving time for 10 years of a 25-year sentence here in the States. But Brittany is being demonized in this situation when Russia is the enemy. So make no mistake about this. You mentioned the Russian law. Brittany was arrested in the Russian airport for less than 1 gram of cannabis oil in her luggage at the Moscow airport. We know, as you mentioned, that Americans, we have different laws for these substances than many places around the world. It is our responsibility to know those laws. Brittany admitted she knew the laws, and this was not something of intent. In 2019, a 19-year-old girl, American girl, was released from prison after she spent a month in Russian prison for a drug charge. Audrey Lorber. She was released after a month after she was found guilty of attempting to import marijuana purchased in the U.S. into Russia. She was fined $235. She was found with 19 grams of marijuana on her. Again, I remind you, 1 gram of cannabis oil, Brittany Griner.
Now, you heard that. 19 grams.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Continue.
A local sports hero. She has played in Russia for 8 years, has no criminal history up until this point. So make no mistake about it. What's going on with Brittany Griner in Russia is not according to Russian law.
What in the world?
It's not according to the law of the lands. They are using her situation for political theater and political gain, and they are the enemy in the situation.
Okay. So I decided, when she mentioned the name Aubrey, what's that? Lober. Mm-hmm. I decided to look it up.
Okay.
Right? So here we go. Where's it at? Right here. I'm just waiting for the article to load. Okay. CBS News. Russian frees American teen convicted of attempting to import prescription marijuana. All right. So let me read some of this here. A court in St. Petersburg released a young American woman from prison on Monday after she spent more than a month behind bars on a drug charge. Aubrey Lober was released from custody after the court found her guilty of attempting to import marijuana purchased in the U.S. into Russia. Lober 19 was fined 1,500 rubles, $250,
Yeah.
according to a statement released by the press service of St. Petersburg court, but was credited for time served and released in exempted from paying the fine. So she didn't. She ended up not paying the fine because due to time served.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Lober was required to remain in St. Petersburg for 10 days until the sentence technically comes into force. Court officials told CBS News. During that period, either Lober or the government have the right to appeal the ruling, but no appeals were immediately filed. So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
We look. Do I think she still needs to be careful? Obviously, she does need to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, what's going on?
Your microphone's acting up. That was really loud. Like if you want to hear it on YouTube, yeah, wow, that was crazy.
Okay.
Oh, it stopped now. I think you're good now.
Okay. Can you hear me normal?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. What is going on currently is that yes, does Brittany need to be careful? Yes. Even with the stuff that what Joy Taylor said, she still needs to be careful with what she carries.
Mm-hmm.
However, we know, everyone knows, including those who are so hell bent on seeing Brittany Griner rot in prison in Russia because they don't like her political opinions.
Yeah.
We know that what Russia's doing is horseshit. We know that they're full of shit when it comes to this. How is it that Brittany Griner gets almost 10 years in prison for having the weed that she had on her, but yet this teenage girl only got a month for having 9 times the amount of weed? Why do you think that happened? Why? Here's what I think happened.
Mm-hmm.
They use her. They're using Brittany Griner to get this other guy out of their Russian guy out of prison. This is all this is political theater. That's all this is.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that I didn't know she was in Russia. I know she'd been there before, but I didn't know she was there for 9 years.
Yeah, I didn't know about that either.
Yeah, I didn't know she was there for 9 years. She's been there. The team, everyone knows who she is over there. Right? So to me, this is nothing more than political theater. That's all this is. And that's not surprising for a government led by that dipshit Vladimir Putin. So what are your thoughts about this?
Yeah, it's 100%. I completely concur with you 100%. This is all, for political gain. This is all, they had a hidden agenda, obviously, because like you said, this chick. Now I don't know if it's because how old was she? She said she was 19.
19, yeah, 19.
Now I don't know if they played the age into account. I don't think so. Knowing how Russia is, maybe that was a factor why she got off so early. But even still, even if that was part of the reason why she got off so easy,
Mm-hmm.
a month, you comparing a month to 9 years.
Yeah,
a month to 9 years. I would understand if they gave Brittany Griner at least a year, a 1 year, 6 months, 2 years.
I would all that. No, I wouldn't. If they gave her what, look, if she had cannabis law and she had to spend some time in jail, then whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But this is garbage. What's happening to her right now is garbage. It's complete garbage.
Yeah,
it's complete garbage. And I look, she's not gonna serve all 9 years. She's not gonna serve.
Your mic is acting up again.
I apologize. I don't know what's going on, but okay, is it fine?
Yeah, now it is. Yeah,
Okay.
it seems like there was just so much movement, like as if you were rubbing it or touching it or banging it or something like that.
Okay, can you hear me?
Now I can, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I think the share thing was let me remove the share. I think that was messing up my audio. Um, yeah, like she like this is all this is this it just this is all just for political gain. 'Cause that's all this is.
Yeah, and well, also here's the thing that well, actually, there's three things that bother me. So let me start with the first one. All these people that's on the far right, they need to stop because I can completely understand that they don't like the fact that, oh, you want to talk trash about the U.S., you want to talk trash about the U.S., about the flag, all the protesting that you've been doing. Well, since you hate us so much, we'll stay over there. You should be happy and thrilled that you're in Russia now because you hate America. Now, to me, now you heard me say this before. We should tolerate people's different opinions, but that also goes for the people on the right. Whether if you are a Christian, a conservative, it doesn't matter. She still has the right to do that. So don't use that as an excuse or as a reason why she should no longer be in this country. Because then otherwise, you should that should be a stance for everybody. If just because you criticizing this country, you should still have the free will, like how I always like to preach about the free will to express your feelings. So I don't like the people on the right that say, well, just stay over in Russia. This is exactly what you deserve. This is exactly what you asked for. Not necessarily. And two, here's I don't understand the judge. And let me tell you why I say I don't understand the judge. Whenever a judge does some type of ruling, or give a sentence to a criminal, if you will, they usually take the whole, totality of the situation, why the person did it,
In
what was the
fairness,
motivation.
that Russia is a completely different country. They have their laws are different in there.
No, yeah, but I think, but here's what I'm trying to say though, because as a judge, you take the situation and you take the motive behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like Brittany, she made it clear the reason why she even takes the stuff in the first place was because of injuries. Like she was taking it, and that she even said that she had permission, from her doctor, to use, the cannabis to relieve all the pain that she had sustained from, injuries in the past. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. So you have to take that into an account and not just assume that she just wanted to do it just for the sake because she just felt like doing it. Like there's a reason behind it. And even though if you're right that their laws may be different, common sense should still come into play. If she had told them and revealed the reason why she is using it in the first place, common sense should tell the judge, well, you know what, then I should give you some leeway because you're doing it as a way to help you with all the injuries that you had suffered
They
from.
don't care about that over there. They don't care about that. Again, this is all just political theater. That's all this is. They don't care about fairness and all the other stuff over there. No, they don't care. If you have a case big enough to where you're doing a prisoner exchange with a rival country, yeah, that judge, even if she wanted to sentence Brittany to a lesser sentence, she's not gonna have the power to do so. As long as you have that dipshit in charge, you're always gonna be beholden to him in that government. So yeah, so okay, let me read some comments because I
And
think Nolan made a good point.
well, but one last thing, one last thing. How there's one thing I wanted to ask you.
Mhm.
Do you think the trade should happen?
Yeah, yeah. Cause look, it's silly. It's silly to have her stay there for 9 years. It's fucking silly. It's fucking silly. And if you want to get rid of a guy, look, one guy, like whoever this fucking guy is one guy not going to destroy the world. So fuck him. Like
Well,
let him
see,
let him go back.
now
Let him go back
now
to Russia.
do I think Britney is guilty? Yes. However, I do think this is too harsh. Way over exaggerated, way too overly, hyperbolic, if you will. Here's the issue that I have though. If you want to make a trade for someone who took, cannabis, marijuana, whatever drug it was, in exchange for somebody for espionage, treason, that's a big deal. I don't think um, um government officials want to make a trade for somebody who was an ex U.S. Marine who actually served in this country. His name is Paul something, but I know his first name is Paul. I can't pronounce his last name. But for the fact that he pretty much betrayed this country for for like information, basically being a practical spy, he was sentenced for 16 years. There is absolutely no way America is going to make a trade, not for that guy, because that's a big deal. So I could understand why they don't want to make the trade, because treason is, America takes that very, very seriously. If you know what I'm saying.
I get
I
it.
don't think they want to make a trade for that just for somebody who just took marijuana. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, like, and I'll read the comments and then I'll point to the main thing. First, Nolan said cute ass wife. And Ruben said,
Something, Nolan. Me and Heaven always talked about Joy. She's a total package. Somebody who actually knows sports
I don't
and is
no,
gorgeous.
I don't think he was talking about. I don't think he was talking about Joy.
Oh, who he's talking about?
I think he's talking about Brittany Griner's wife.
Oh, never mind. I'm not.
Ruben said, "You know who was badder? Steve's ex girlfriend."
Wait. I don't. Which ex girlfriend you talking about? Like, just put that in the comment. I want to know who you're talking about.
All right. Ruben also said political pawn. Yes, and this is the comment that I wanted you to pay attention to. Nolan said that Steve, this is nothing to do with the actual crime.
What was
that? Like, this is not about why she's in jail for. That has nothing to do with anything. She's in jail.
No, it is, because if she never had that in her luggage, she would have never gone to jail in the first place.
But the reason why the sentence is large the way it is has nothing to do with the actual crime. All she, like he said, like Ruben said, she's just a pawn. That's all she is. That's all she is.
Okay, that's fine. A political pawn, that's fine. And Nolan, I disagree with you, and I disagree with you on Hoovy 186. There would have never been a jail sentence if she never brought the thing in the first place.
Understood. But here's what he also said: Brittany may be guilty, but that's like throwing someone in jail for 6 months for jaywalking. We all know we shouldn't jaywalk, but you're not gonna get 6 months in jail for it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a very good comparison. You're not going to send somebody to jail for years, for jaywalking. Yeah,
exactly. And you're not gonna sentence someone to 10 years for 9 years for fucking weed. The only reason why you would do that is so that you can get the country that you don't like to give you you're a prisoner. That's what they're doing it for. They're doing it because they want a prisoner up there. They want someone who belongs to them, and they want the American to give them back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way you do it. You negotiate. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, but
you could be look. You're right. Like, she should not have gotten caught. But there's no way in hell that getting this crime, and I use that loosely, this crime should get 9 years. When you had someone, a similar American, right, a teenager, who got a lot less time for having a lot more weed, and the only difference is one is famous, the other one isn't. And around this time, you have this thing with America that you really didn't have back then. I think that's what Nolan is trying to point out too. So let me read some more comments. Ruben said the one you broke up with because she did that thing with that other dude. I don't
know. Good dude. You're gonna have to help me out. I really don't know. She did that thing with the other dude. Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, her. Ruben said, yeah, her. She went to his church. I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you,
I don't know. I think the only wait. 2019. Oh snap! I think you're talking about. Kananche. Okay.
right?
Because I think she's the one where I went to California to go see her. Yeah, I went to California to go see her. I was there for about like a week. I think almost a week and a half. And yeah, we were serious. If she's the one that you're talking about, light skinned, tall, yeah, we got really serious. We talk about getting married, but hey, things happen, and she's actually married right now. She has like I think 3 kids. So God bless her. I finally forgive her, but she seems to be very happy, and I'm happy for her.
All right, so they're both confirming that it's her. So all right, that's cute. Do you have any?
And Ruben, I don't know why you brought her suddenly. I'm surprised you remember who she was, because I don't remember introducing her to you. But I just find it funny, out of all the times you decide to bring her up now. But that's that's pretty funny. But no, she was definitely, I would definitely give her a 10. Absolutely. But she seems to be happy. She seems to be happy. So I'm happy for her, and things happen. I have to forgive, and I have to move on and cut my losses. You know what I'm saying?
What are your thoughts on Brittany Griner? The final.
Yeah. So one, I thought she was she was just being stupid. She wasn't using her head correctly. I understand you were using it for medical reasons, but like you said, Russia doesn't care. And you've been in that country for 9 years, like Joy had said, which I didn't even know. For being there for that long, you should have known better. And perhaps the pain that you had to go through, was a lot. And I know that women and men, handle this stuff, differently, which is why I applaud a lot of these women that plays in the WNBA, that after playing their season and the WNBA, that they continue to play more. But I just don't think their body, can, sustain, playing that many games. I don't want to go off topic, but I just don't think it could sustain. I mean, look how many all the injuries that the men have to deal with. And when we talk about men here, they're playing 82 games, and the constant injuries that that the men are getting. So of course, women who is not as physical, has much what do you call it, testosterone as we do. So more than often, I think I would assume that their injuries would be more severe, or happen often. But in this particular case, she still should have known better. And I believe that if you want to negotiate as far as making a trade, I don't think it would be a wise decision to trade her for Paul, whatever. I don't know his last name. It's like Paul Walden, whatever his name is. I don't think it would be a fair trade, when it comes to that, because espionage is a very big deal.
Yeah, that's fine. But like again, it's not the crime. Is not the thing. Like you're concentrating on the crime.
I'm talking about for him.
Fuck him. This is the thing, right? The thing is that Russia knows what they're doing, right? They know that they know what they're doing. So they want everyone, because look, the people who want Brittany Griner back, they don't care who they're trading them for. They just want her back. They know that. Everyone else knows that now. Like everyone with the free Brittany Griner thing, they don't care what this other guy did. They don't care. All they care about is bringing her back. And I'm sorry, like having someone serve 9 years for weed is garbage.
I agree.
It's fucking garbage. And if I was her family member, then yeah, I don't care who you send back. I want my loved one back.
Okay, so you wouldn't mind if they made that trade for Paul? Like you
Yeah, it don't matter, because at the end of the day, this country had the best defense in the world, right?
Yes.
We had the best army. So yeah. So if this fucking piece of shit tried to do whatever, just kick his ass, send him back to jail. That's it.
Oh man.
That's it, man.
That,
Like,
that, that's
yeah, but like this whole thing with her serving that's just dog shit. And I'm glad I'm glad I watched that video, because now I do have a better understanding of what's going on.
yeah.
So.
Yeah. Shout outs to her. Like I think she's like one of the best. When it comes, again, she's the full package deal. She's hot, and she knows her basketball. She knows her football. Like she knows what she's talking about.
All right, I'll
Like,
let you. This comment that I have highlighted, you can read that.
I remember I saw Black Widow, and you had another young lady wasn't feeling her, wasn't feeling her like that, but do you? Black Widow.
Did you see Black
Mm,
Widow? You actually went to go see that movie?
yeah. I'm trying to remember who came along with me. Honestly, dude, I can't remember who I saw Black Widow with.
All right. Nolan said, on top of that fact that she's a tall specimen, so I can understand she may have aches and pains. Yeah, that's
Ooh.
probably why. That's why a lot of people take marijuana just to ease the pain or whatever. A lot of people use marijuana just to ease pain.
Yeah,
A lot,
and that's it.
yeah, a lot of athletes do that.
Yeah, and again, it's a very good point, Nolan, because like I said before, she brought that over because her doctor approved. Like her doctor said that this is what you need to take, to ease the pain. So it's not like oh, she intentionally wanted to just smoke marijuana just for the sake of using marijuana. Like it was for medical reasons, which is why I'm disappointed, and I think the judge is stupid. I mean, use that word carefully, because common sense should obviously come into play. If she has the paperwork, this is why I'm using this for. But yet it was still a mistake for bringing it over here. I'm sorry, but freaking 9 years, get the hell out of here, man. Get out of here.
And Ruben said, I need like 12 people for him,
I'm not sure what that means.
for the prisoner.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, having that. That's my point.
Yeah, I'm not gonna care either way. Like, I'm not gonna care. Like, I'm not gonna care. All right. Yeah, go ahead. This is your topic.
Oh, this is mine's again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So we are going to go quick shift back to gaming real quick. Real quick. This is not going to take long because Hoovy 186 said he doesn't really have much to say about it. But this is a new Xbox Game Pass soft launches new subscription tier. Now, in recent past, we've been having a lot of discussions about Xbox and Game Pass, and how I feel that Game Pass eventually is going to compromise or hurt the gaming industry. Um, Simply because when you have all these games, and you have access to them for free since day one. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how this benefits the developers and the publishers when it comes to these games. But um, Microsoft has today revealed that it's soft launching a new subscription tier for Xbox Pass Ultimate. Just a couple months back, we just began hearing that Microsoft was in the process of creating a new family plan for Game Pass, with the intent to release it at some point in 2022. And while a full release of this Game Pass family plan has yet to take place, Microsoft is now testing this version of the service out in select territories. Detailed in a new post on the official Xbox website, Microsoft revealed that it's in the process of previewing his family plan, iterating Xbox Game Pass. This beta version of the service is only available for Xbox insiders in countries in Colombia and Ireland, which I think is stupid, but whatever. However, it's assumed that this tier will eventually become open to everyone in other territories if testing goes well. Starting today in Colombia and Ireland, Xbox insiders can begin to preview a plan that allows this is the key right here: multiple people to share Game Pass Ultimate benefits. So to me, this is somewhat, not entirely, but somewhat similar to how you could share your information Like, let's say if you had Netflix, you could give me your password and I could watch Netflix, whatever.
Which they've been cracking down on, by the way.
Yeah, which Netflix has been has been cracking down.
And in turn, that has like really hurt them financially as well
by cracking these people down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I have one little comment to say, but let me continue reading. I'll try to remember.
Yeah.
Microsoft said in its write up about the new Game Pass offering. This makes it even easier to play the best Game Pass games with friends and family across console, PC, and a cloud by enabling you to add up to 4 people, which is a lot, to your subscription with all their own unique access to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate games, content, and benefits. Now, I'm gonna continue reading. Here's the thing that I have a problem with this.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a problem with this, and the problem that I have is we already been seeing how that what was that example? The guy from Microsoft, no, the former president, whatever his name was, I forgot his name, but
Peter Moore.
He was it him? I don't think it was him. He gave a good example of he believed that Xbox Game Pass is going to do the exact same thing what Pandora and Spotify has been doing with music. I don't know if that was Peter that said that, but pretty much he said it's going to hurt. It hurt the music industry, and he believes that this is going to hurt the gaming industry. And I think that now this will just expedite, the situation even more, in my opinion. Because now you have more people that will no longer that doesn't need access to Xbox Game Pass, and pretty much one person out of the four could play as much games as they want for free. If I have Xbox Game Pass, no, you have Xbox Game Pass, right? So you let me play, you let multiplayer, you let Yoshi play, and whoever else play. So all you basically have to do is pay this thing, every month or once a year, and we could have access to all these games as much as you want. How does that benefits the gaming industry as a whole? It doesn't. It doesn't, in my opinion. To me, this makes things a lot worse. And now I feel that Sony has no choice but to really, really respond, and this puts a lot of pressure on them, in my opinion. And I feel like Sony may have no choice but to do something extremely similar to Xbox Game Pass, and I don't want that. I like the fact that Nintendo and Sony are sticking to their traditional routes of just making good games. You pay for it, and then you be done with it. That's it. Like all this Xbox stuff and all this downloadable content stuff. Like I'm over it. I'm over it. Like, is there something you want to say before I continue reading?
I mean, this is the next step. You know what I mean? Like they're always gonna have a family plan. Like so, and it's gonna be what, $25 a month.
Yeah, but the problem is though, because you mentioned this before. I remember you mentioned that that your brother also bought a PlayStation. I don't know if it was a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4, right?
4, yeah.
Yeah, and to me, I could understand why a lot of people would be for this, because if 2 or 3 people are living in the same household, we shouldn't have to share. They would probably say we don't have to share a console, and we could save money because we don't have to have 2, 3, 4 consoles in the same household. Understood. That's great. But how does that benefit? But again, how does that benefit the industry? As a whole. To me, I believe this will hurt a lot of game developers, and we have lost so many studios already. We lost a ton of studios over the years. I think we are going to end up losing more. This is just my prediction, but I think we're going to end up losing more studios because of this Xbox Game Pass stuff, in my opinion. But let me read a couple more. So for now, the biggest question about this new version of Xbox comes with its cost. Microsoft hasn't yet said how much it would like to charge for this family tier of the service, but it was suggesting that it would be more expensive than Game Pass Ultimate. Specifically, the monthly price of Xbox Ultimate, which is 15, would equate to only 18 days of this Game Pass family plan. Given this conversation rate, it assumed that the new tier would then retail for about 25 per month. And this just asks you a question, and I guess that's it for this article. Okay. All right. Any opinions that you have?
No, I saw this coming. Like I knew this was coming. So like, as long as it like right now is only in a couple countries. I do think it will get greenlit, and this is just the next step for them to go to. This is just the furthering of them pushing Game Pass. That's it.
And you think this is a good thing?
I mean, it don't matter. It don't matter. I mean, it's not something I would use, but you know, it is what it is.
Okay, the reason why I asked you is because do you think it's a good thing because now this will prevent people to buy multiple consoles in the same household?
Hmm?
Wouldn't this help? Wouldn't this be a good thing? Because okay, in order for you to have access to this, do you have to have multiple Xboxes?
No. No, you don't really. I mean, it would be weird not to have multiple, but no, you don't need it.
Yeah, so I'm saying that's why a lot of people, I believe, would think that it's a good thing because now you don't have to have two Xboxes to have access to the Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
But to me, I don't like this, man. I really don't. I think this will do a disservice for the gaming industry as a whole. I would prefer um not to have Xbox Game Pass. I know people love it, but I think this is just going to hurt the industry as a whole. And I remember people would have debates about this. And real quick, the reason why streaming hasn't hurt the movie industry to oppose the music industry is because I remember you and I had this debate a while back in this podcast, and I had told you when it comes to movies, people still prefer to be immersed like me.
I don't know if that's 100% true.
Okay, well,
You don't think the industry's been hurt by streaming?
I don't think the movie industry has been compromised that much. I don't think so.
I don't know, bro.
Because when you look at all the movies that came in recent past, the Batman movie, the Joker movie, Sonic, they did very very well when it comes to the movies. The Spider-Man movie, the last Spider-Man movie that came out,
Yeah, but
they all did really well.
We do well when you don't give them the option to stream. But if you give the movie an option to stream, and if you put that expectation out there, sooner or later people are not gonna want to go to a movie theater. They rather just stream the movie.
Yeah, but Disney Plus, a lot of those movies were available in Disney Plus, like I think just within a couple of weeks. Like I think Black Widow was that way also.
Yeah.
And that movie was out when that movie came out, like what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I honestly believe people prefer to go watch, movies, in the big screen. It's still a romantic setting, to some degree. It still could be like a family outing. People take their family, people take their kids to go watch, movies instead of just, watching it at home. You don't have that type of luxury or that type of option when it comes to the music. And you don't do, and now that with arcades being gone, and we have a lot of gamers, like they don't go to people's houses anymore because of online. This could potentially hurt the gaming industry, like how it's been hurting the music industry, but the movie industry will be fine. I just think the gaming industry will start to hurt eventually, and more studios are going to go bankrupt because of it.
We'll see.
So you think I'm wrong about that?
No, I think streaming movies, I think is the future. I do think it's the future. I think you always have a place for movie theaters, but I think the only movies that can really strive on movie theaters nowadays are big budget blockbuster superhero movies or stuff like that.
So you're thinking only the AAA movies will survive,
Yeah.
not the low budget movies.
Not low budget movies, not movies that are niche. They're not going to survive unless they have streaming. It was going in that direction anyway. Like most of the movies that people watch are action movies.
Well, horror movies too.
Yeah, to an extent, yeah. But in this whole thing about having I don't look at movie theaters as a romantic evening. I don't.
Really?
I look at
Well,
being.
you don't like movies. I think you're only saying that because you don't like movies. You being
Yeah,
biased.
but no, but even this realistically, just think about it. What are you gonna get into a fight more likely at your house or at a movie theater?
A fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody just going to watch the movie just to watch.
No, but you have some people out there who don't know how to act in front of people, around people. You know how people are.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a bunch of bozos and a bunch of jerks. Like
Exactly.
I remember I was talking, with when one of my friends or our friends, Randy, and we were talking about how a lot of people they don't like to cooperate. Like if you let's say you with your girlfriend, and and you bought a ticket in a particular row, and you and your girlfriend obviously want to sit together. Now, if there's somebody is in his assigned seat, like I don't want to take too long at this, but let's say the person actually bought the ticket and is actually his seat,
Mm-hmm.
and there's an empty seat next to that person, so that way you could sit with your girlfriend together, right? And the person says Randy was talking about the person didn't want to move, and it kind of ruins the experience for you and the girlfriend because you don't want to sit separate with your girl. You know,
Exactly.
I'm,
And,
you know,
and and look where you don't deal with that. You don't deal with that at your house. You don't deal with that at your house.
yeah, but those situations or fights or people taking your seat, and now you have to go and grab security or the staff, so they could, so you could remove them, from your seat. I mean, I think stuff like that is rare. I think in most cases
No,
people will
it is.
cooperate.
It could be rare, but I tell you where it will never happen at your house.
Yeah, but people are not going to sacrifice just for the sake of hoping that someone's going to take their seat. I don't think it's not as big as you're making it out to be.
And also, like going to a movie theater is a lot more expensive. It's a lot more expensive.
Yeah, but we go there for the experience though, and to
Right,
be
that's fine, but
immersed.
it's also okay, but it also costs money.
That's
In,
fine.
in, in the age of high ass gas prices and high ass inflation, I can see more people preferring streaming over movie theaters. And plus, you also have to take into account we're just coming off a pandemic, where the only place where this stuff where the movie was going to come out is through streaming. And I don't think a lot of people are going to revert backwards just to go to a movie. I think some people will, but not everybody. Not everybody. And the only way that the only reason why the industry is still not in the danger zone like that, like what happened with the music industry, is because the movie industry understood that the movie theater stuff is still important.
Exactly.
So that's why you notice that a lot of the big budget movies don't come out on streaming services day one. They don't. They used to do it all the time back in a year ago. They every major movie I can think of was streaming. Came out streaming first.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's now it seems like you have to go to a movie theater first before you go to streaming. But even some people would rather wait to stream than to go to a movie theater.
No, not me. Like when it comes to, like you mentioned, superhero movies, action movies, horror movies, I would prefer to watch those in the big screen. Now, if it's just a regular, comedy movie just a regular, low budget movie, yeah, sure, I could wait and just watch it and just stream it, or I could just wait and buy it on DVD. Fine. But when it's a big, triple A movie, a Spider-Man movie, or horror movie, like let's say Alien, stuff like that. No, I would much prefer to watch those on the big screen. And I'm pretty sure kids would prefer to watch on the big screen too when it comes to the Disney movies or movies like from DreamWorks, Nickelodeon movies. I'm pretty sure they would prefer to watch those 3D anime movies in the movie theater.
I'm busy. Yeah. No, I mean, I guess, man. I don't know, but
Yeah. So
read this comment from Ruben.
You brought hold on. You brought some sweet white girl to Black Widow at Oakland. You said that was a friend, but I saw through that. Let me a white girl to see Black Widow. Do it. If you could. Well, first off, how do you even know this? And two, you have to give like a small, somewhat description. Oh, having that's your mic again. That's your mic. That's your mic. Your mic. Yeah, your mic is acting up. Your mic is acting up. Are you guys hearing what I'm hearing? Like, are you guys hearing, his microphone going crazy and haywire?
Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
You might as well just mute it so that we don't hear it. Okay, so I think he probably muted himself. Um, when you mentioned you said white girl, I don't know, dude. I honestly don't know who I honestly don't remember who it is. A sweet white girl. Like, yeah, if you could, give like a description, like the color of her hair, was she tall, was she short, was she skinny, was she, this and that. Yeah, explain it. Try to give it more detail as much as possible. Now, until who having gets back, I mentioned Xbox Game Pass has the potential of ruining, the gaming industry as a whole. And you could clearly see that Nintendo and, especially Sony, with PlayStation, like they're trying to compete with it. I honestly believe that now they don't have a choice but to compete. Oh, it looks like having those gone. Having those gone. Hopefully he gets back. But I think what they need to do, what Sony needs to do is, stick with their traditional roles and just be as good as they could be. Um, man, these comments are so good. Yeah, I think they need to be just make your games, make them good, sell them for $60, $70, whatever you want to do, and just let Microsoft do whatever they want. Like, don't compete with them. But I think now, with this family plan, like if it actually hits worldwide, I think Sony may have no choice but to respond. I don't think they have a choice now, because you're talking about 3, 4, 5 people or 4 people in total will have access to Xbox, Game Pass, and can play, whatever game that they want. I want to do some more homework on it and figure out if multiple people needs to have a console, but I don't think so, because I thought the purpose of Xbox Game Pass was for you to play on different devices, unless I got that wrong. But correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, if when it comes to that. So if you can use different devices, yeah, this is going to be great for a lot of families living in the household. This is going to be fantastic for them. We're talking about people sharing the way how we share Netflix and Disney Plus. Oh man, that's going to be good for them. But I think as a whole, this is just going to hurt the industry. So until Havino gets back, let me look at where is it? No, this is not it. Oh crap! Now that he's gone, I don't think I could share it. Let me see if I can share it. Let's see. Yeah, I can't. I'm not able to share. Damn, that sucks. Um, yeah, that sucks. But hold on, let me see what happened. What happened though? Because that dude, that dude just flat out disappeared. Let me see where he's at. Bear with me, everyone. Well, I just text him, so let's see what happens. Let's see where he's at and see if he could get back, with us. Um, but yeah, let me see what these comments says. On the same Xbox, Nolan said you basically said it's on the same Xbox. Joker was before 2019. Man, is that movie that old now? Hmm, I thought it was at least 2020. Uh, oh snap! He said his internet got knocked out. So having those internet got knocked out for some reason. So I guess it kicked him out. Let me call him. Scarlett sued so that they didn't stream her movie. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Because it was too soon. Let me hopefully he answers the phone. Looks like Havanel is not answering. No.
You can hear me?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah. My internet kind of got knocked out real quick.
Yeah, you. I thought. How did that happen? It just kicked you out.
It's a long story, but yeah, I kind of got internet got knocked out, so
Oh, so
so
it's a long. So it's a long story.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
um,
yeah. But
but
okay, where were we? Let me
I
see.
forgot who was doing the talking. I don't know if it was you or.
All right, all right. So all right, Nolan said no multiple Xboxes. You may want multiple profiles. Yeah, that's it. But if you have multiple profiles and you have a bunch of different games, you're probably gonna want your own Xbox. Um, Nolan said that.
Yeah, but I thought with Xbox Game Pass you could play different devices. No.
What? Yeah, of course. Yeah. This is
Yeah, yeah. So
as long as you have your profile there, you're good.
yeah, so you don't need multiple Xboxes then, if
Yeah,
that's
but
the case.
you don't want to share. You don't want to share the consoles with someone else. You don't want that unless they're your kids. He said Joker was before 2019.
Yeah,
Scarlet
this is
sued,
what I was talking about. Yeah,
yes, Scarlet sued, so they didn't stream her movie.
yeah.
And he said that I was there to see Black Widow myself and saw you. He said that he saw you.
I mean, if you saw me, I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't come and just say what's up if you actually saw me.
Mm.
But whoever this girl is, okay. I mean, I don't know if was her hair blonde, was it black? Was she tall, short? Was she wearing glasses? Like you're gonna have to give me something, and so I could remember, precisely, who this chick was, because I can't remember. Maybe it was. Is it Mary? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah,
All right. And McKinley said breaking news: the final Sonic movie, December 20th, 2024.
yeah, yeah. That is something I'm going to see in the movie theaters. I saw the first two in the movie theaters, and you see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Movie stuff like like Sonic, which is a big deal for everybody. They're not going to want to wait just to watch it on their TV. They want to watch it in the movies.
Yeah,
Which
I
is,
mean, my thing is that if they're willing to wait, then yeah, then fine. But if it's coming out streaming and theater day and date, I think a lot more people are going to choose streaming than you realize.
Perhaps, but I don't. But I don't think when it comes to AAA titles, I don't think so. Not when it comes to AAA titles. When you talk about, and you mentioned that superheroes, especially, I don't think because it just doesn't feel the same anymore. Like I know to you don't care, but I always hated the feeling of, you know what, I'm not gonna watch the movies. I'm just gonna wait till it just comes on TV. Like no, I'm not. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not the type of guy that just wants to wait till the show's on TV, dealing with commercials and all the editing that they do. Like, no, I'm not interested in that, and I'm not interested in just doing streaming either. If it's a movie I really want to watch, I'm going to the theaters on the big screen. So,
and you can read this comment from Ruben, and then I'll get ready for the next
I feel like her name was biblical, like Mary. I don't know. I don't think it's Danielle because I haven't talked to her, for quite some time. I don't know if it's Laura Donna. I don't like I dude, I really wish I remember who it was, but I honestly cannot remember who I took to go see Black Widow with. I really don't remember. A white girl, like Laura Donna's probably the one. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. But yeah, but having a since you I don't think you answered the question. So you don't think Game Pass is going to hurt the industry at all?
Do I think it's going to hurt the industry? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I think I like if I had the choice, I would prefer it to not have Game Pass because I don't think that I don't at least for Microsoft I don't think they've proven that they can make quality games at a rate like what they want to do with Game Pass. I personally would prefer games.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer games that that were complete. Like and I feel like with Game Pass there's a aspect of it where where um where it gives developers and more importantly publishers the excuse to make games half-assed, to make games incomplete, to make games to make games like not as whole as it should be by using it as an excuse to to say okay we'll do this right now, we'll do this whenever because hey guess what you're not paying for it, you're paying it through Game Pass.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
Okay, so you and I are in the same boat when it comes to that. Yeah, I'll prefer not to, have it. Yeah.
Okay. So this right now, what you're watching right now is the AEW Fight Forever trailer, right? This is the new AEW wrestling game. Now let me show you. I don't want to go through all this, but let me show you the actual gameplay footage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want to watch this, go to the DVD Freak on YouTube, and he has this trailer right here.
Okay.
Okay. Right. This is the gameplay right here.
Well, this is the actual gameplay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you? All right. Awesome.
Okay. This is the game right here. I wish they showed the meter. If not, then I'll go to a page where they show the meter.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Oh gosh. Oh that's cool. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh man.
And these are like the mini games that they have in the game. This caused some controversy because I think a lot of people are against it.
I'm against it too.
Yeah, we'll discuss that. All right, let me show you some. Let me show some. Let me see if I can find. Let me stop sharing this. I'm gonna try to find some screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to show you kind of like the meter how it's supposed to look. Oh, there we go. All Actually, let me go to the website. Let me see if they have it at the website. So okay, so you said that you were in favor of the mini games.
Yeah,
Why?
because I think when it comes to wrestling games, this is wrestling games is something different. Like I feel like in most cases, wrestling is not. I don't want to use the word simulate, because I know it's not like UFC, but I it kind of makes it more like a, I don't know, like a party game. Like,
Okay. All right. So are you seeing this right now? This trailer.
did I say THQ?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're the ones that are going to be publishing the game.
I didn't even know THQ was back.
Or Nordic, yeah, THQ Nordic, yeah, they rebranded to yeah, they rebranded, so yeah. There you go. Okay, all right. So let me try to bring up this screenshot right here. Oh shit! Can I just click on it? No. All right, hold on a second. I have to reshare. I have to share this now. This is annoying. All right, apologize, people. Okay. All right. Let me hide this.
Yes, and
Okay.
move the comment that's on the screen.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I can't see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, on the bottom, you notice the signature thing right here.
Yes.
These are all inspired by No Mercy.
Oh, I
It
completely
works the same.
forgot.
Yeah, it works the same way as No Mercy. Like once you build, like you know how in No Mercy, your energy bar would flash different colors depending on how you're doing.
Yes.
It worked the same way here.
Okay.
So yeah, so you're gonna have that. Let me see if they have any. Let me see if they have any. I'll read some of. The stuff. Arcade feeling, developed by acclaimed wrestling game developer Ukes. AEW Fight Forever is the first video game officially licensed by All Elite Wrestling. The best of the best from the AEW talent roster means players can look forward to playing as some of the most legendary wrestlers do enter the ring, plus all new high-flying AEW talent. AEW Fight Forever combine nostalgic arcade wrestling feel with innovative AEW finishers and tandem offensive moves. So they're going to have, I think from what I heard, they're going to have over 40 wrestlers, and it will include obviously the AEW talent. But it's also going to include, remember, Owen Hart is going to be in the game, right?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Owen Hart is going to be in the game, and I think a couple of the other legends are going to be in the game also, like Sting and stuff like that. So he's going to have a career mode, right? And
Okay.
the AEW Fight Forever's deep career mode highlights the fun and personality of an AEW's life on the road. AEW wrestlers' life on the road. Players can create and develop their own wrestler who joins the AEW roster and appears in matches and stories over an event schedule. Points are earned by winning matches and fulfilling certain objectives, which can then be used to enhance the wrestler's stats. Customization. AEW Fight Forever wide range of customization options include wrestler attire and appearance, move set, entrance, and teams and arenas. Okay. All right. So they said match types. They're gonna have more match types than you can count: single, tag team, 3-way, 4-way, casino, battle royale, false count anywhere, unsanctioned, lights out, and exploding barbed wire deathmatch. And online co-op wrestling goes completely next level with tag team matches that feature sequences of team maneuvers performed with simple commands. and you see the pictures right here, and you can order pre-order the game. I'm gonna buy the game regardless. So I'm good there. I'm gonna buy the game regardless. So
Okay, so you're interested.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely, I'm interested. Now again, that doesn't mean that I think that everything's gonna be perfect, but I am definitely gonna buy the game. So okay, I don't really see any. Oh, so Nolan asked, why is Baker fighting Cole? I don't know. It's just it's just gameplay. That's all there is to it. Plus they're together in real life. So yeah. All right. So what's your thoughts about what are your thoughts about the game?
I wish I could see just a little bit more gameplay footage.
There's not much out. There's not really not much else out there. So and they'll show more in the future. But
Okay.
but yeah. So I mean, yeah. Go ahead. What's your thought? What are your thoughts?
I mean, it does look very interesting, and we haven't had a wrestling game for quite some time, if I'm correct about that, right? Like
No, we had WWE 2K.
no, besides that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's been other games like final like there's a couple wrestling games that I played that I have Fire Pro that came out a couple years ago. There's a game called Action Arcade Wrestling, which is more like a modern version of the LGN games, like like Royal Rumble on the Super Nintendo. I don't know if you remember those games.
Oh, I still love those games,
And
even
W
even
and
to
W
this
and
day.
yeah and WWF Raw. There's
Yeah, all the WrestleMania games. Yeah.
and they have there's also this game called I think it's Retromania Wrestling or something like that. So there are some wrestling games out there, but this is obviously a big deal because this is under the AEW banner.
Yes.
They did promise that this is gonna feel like they definitely they definitely wanted to because the guy who's kind of leading the development is the guy who created No Mercy. So you have that. They have THQ Nordic doing this, and they have Ukes as a partner. So again, this is going to be a this is something that needs to be a success for them. And I do think that if this game is a success, I think it will help them. This will help them, the company in general, because one of the things that cannot go understated was how the popularity of the games translated into popularity of wrestling in general.
Okay.
A lot of people got into wrestling because of those video games. I do believe that. And you hope that the same thing can happen with this AEW game. Now, graphically, the game, I don't think the game looks bad. I don't think it
I
definitely,
wasn't. That's the one thing I was not impressed with the graphics.
yeah. Yeah, like graphically, it don't look. It's not great looking or nothing like that. But the game, I think the game is still early, and like I think I think it just needs time to be made. It needs time to be made, right?
Now,
So
for me, I am interested in the game though. Overall, because the game does look like it's fun to play. I did like the transition. I don't know who that chick was.
Britt Baker,
Yeah, I did like how she did her I forgot what that move is called. Bret Hart used to do that move a lot.
the Russian leg sweep, right?
Yes, the Russian leg sweep, and then she transitioned immediately to a different submission move.
Yeah,
I like the fluidity, of it, like the smoothness. I thought that was really really nice. Definitely well done, very nice and animated. And the use of the weapons, I thought that was pretty cool. It was funny, like how she just raised that trash can up like with one hand. I thought it was funny. It was a little unrealistic, but
yeah,
it looked like they purposely added like humor into the game, which is nice. The
yeah.
fact that it got me laughing immediately, I thought that was a good thing. So I'm definitely interested in the game. I would definitely play it, alongside with you. So
Mhm.
yeah, for sure.
All right, but you said that you had a problem with the mini games.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's the problem with the mini game?
I just think it's unnecessary to have mini games like that in a wrestling game. Like I think it's unnecessary. We don't need it. Like I don't know who asked for it, but I just think it's unnecessary. And I think it will hopefully hopefully it doesn't compromise the overall gameplay just for the sake of adding stupid features that's not necessary.
Yeah.
Like
I,
don't the main focus should be about the wrestling,
I
not
agree.
all this other nonsense.
Yeah,
I don't.
I understand that.
Yeah, this is not Mario Kart. This is not Smash Brothers. This is not Crash. Like no, like keep it the traditional way.
I can understand. Like to me, I could care less either way about the mini game. Like the main thing is going to be the actual wrestling.
Exactly.
That's what I care about.
All that other stuff to me is just a waste of space, in my opinion.
Yeah, like it's not really that big of a deal to me. Like I say, I can do with or without it. It just the gameplay is what's mattered most, right? So they're gonna have about 40 wrestlers. They're gonna have online. They said they're gonna have a career mode. So like we'll see what happens. There definitely is more footage and more gameplay that needs to be added. But I can't stress this enough. Like it's an important game for AEW. So hopefully the game's good. Hopefully the game sells well. I think it'll do well, and hopefully it's good because the thing with the WWE 2K games, right? Those games are hyper not I wouldn't say hyper realistic. They're very hard to play. They're very hard to play.
It's very technical.
Yeah, very technical. But this year's one apparently not as technical as before. But it's still very technical. So
Wow.
for AEW, they're hinging on the fact that people can learn it and play it easy. But obviously, it's something where you have to take time to master the gameplay. Kind of like how No Mercy was.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Now, why was it so technical? Like, do you have like
No, it just there's a lot to do in the game. A lot of moves, a lot of ways that people do moves, and it's just very technical. Randy will attest to me when I say this. He knows.
He didn't like it.
Oh no, no, definitely not. Nowhere near like the older one that we grew up with.
Okay, so when you do moves, so it's not the same as pushing the directional D-pad up, down, left, or right.
You could do that, but it's a lot more involved now than that.
Meaning like there's like combinations now, like Street Fighter Tekken combinations.
No, it's not that. It's just that there's different stances that you have to. It's like there's a lot of different areas where you can do moves now. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh, okay. So you do a different stance, and now you have a completely different move list. When you depending on what your stance is.
At least more of what your opponent's stance is. Like they have different. You could drag them and do this and do that. It's a lot. It's a lot to understand if you just want to pick up and play.
Oh, okay. So it depends on your opponent's stances. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought what you, but that's been that way even since the original.
Yeah, but it's a lot. But you don't. It's a lot. You can pick up and play the SmackDown game. You can pick up and play those. You can't pick up and play the 2K games.
Oh wow,
you just can't. It's a lot. It's a lot going on.
So, okay, so it's kind of hard to explain, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Nolan said that Fire Pro is nice. Yeah, I have that game, and he also put Rumble Rose X.
Isn't Fire Pro the one that you keep going ravishing about all the time, and it's with the Super Nintendo graphics? Isn't it that one?
Yeah.
I don't understand why you love that game so much.
It was awesome. That's why. All right.
Yeah, I think I would rather play Rumble Roses.
All right. That's cool. All right. Last topic of the day. let's
Yeah, we're making good on time actually.
yeah. All right.
This is
So
oh man, this topic right here, man, unbelievable.
yeah, Miami Dolphins are hit with huge penalties for tampering with Tom Brady twice, and I don't know what happened here. Some stupid. Okay. Tampering with Tom Brady twice and Sean Payton. NFL strips them of 2023 first round draft pick and suspends owner Stephen Ross. Okay. Here's what happened, right? I'll read the thing. I'll read the thing in a second. But here's what happened, right? 2019, they decided to try to get Tim Tebow. That was their goal to get Tim Tebow. It was Stephen Ross and the owner and incumbent Billy. I forgot the dude's name. Billy. It might say it here. Let me see if I can look for his name down here.
Yeah, I know you was happy with that, trying to get Tim Tebow.
No, not Tim Tebow. Tom Brady.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, what? Okay, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Yeah, yeah. Because when you said Tim Tebow, I'm like, wait, what?
All right, I meant Tom Brady. I meant Tom Brady.
But I knew you wasn't happy with that. But wow, Tim Tebow. Where did that come from?
Yeah, but I don't want Tom Brady either.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious. I don't want him on my team.
Why?
He's old.
Okay,
He's
and,
old.
and okay, so you wouldn't want LeBron James on your team?
Right now, no.
You wouldn't want LeBron James on your team. Stop lying. Come on.
Not right now. No. Because you never know when the drop off is gonna happen.
I don't want to go off topic, but after all the high acclaim that you gave LeBron James last season for what he did, now you don't want him. You wouldn't want him on your team. I don't buy it.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with him. It just had to do with the fact that he's old, and I don't know when the drop off is gonna come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were still happy with Kyle Lowry.
Okay, but he's not my star player. Okay. He's not my star player.
Mm-hmm. You want Kevin Durant?
And mind you, huh?
Would you still want Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant's still in his prime. Durant's still in his prime.
Isn't LeBron James in his prime still?
No.
Arguably, people saying he's still in his prime with the numbers he produced.
His numbers are fantastic, but I don't know when the drop off is gonna come.
But you're going off of what ifs though. You know, not.
That's all. You're right. I am going off of what ifs. But I have to take. To me, I'm gonna take the safe route. And when it comes to Kyle Lowry, mind you, I was against trading him for Tyler Hero. That was the problem. It wasn't Kyle Lowry, the player, that I was against. I didn't want trading your young pieces for a guy who's not going to make you that much better. And who's older, and you're going to trade it. You're going to trade a guy who could potentially be a great player for you in the future, for a guy who's not going by himself is not going to make you a title contender.
Wouldn't LeBron James make you a title contender?
That's the thing. I don't know. In theory, based on his last year's stats, yes, but I don't know when the drop off is going to happen. Now, mind you, he's about to turn 40 this year.
No, 38.
38. I don't know when the drop off is going to come.
I mean, I think. Wait, is it 40? No, I think it's 30, 38 or 39.
Yeah. I don't know when the drop off is going to happen. All right, so let me read it. Let me read this because it's a long article, but I'm not going to read the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Dolphins have been disciplined over integrity of the game violations by the NFL, which has docked Miami its 2022 first round pick because they had two. They had two of them, so now they only have one.
Yeah,
and its 2024 third round pick over allegations of tampering. Tuesday's announcement stems from a 6-month investigation into the club's impermissible communications with Tom Brady and now former New Orleans Saints coach Sean Payton between 2019 and 2022. Now, let me explain what they were doing here. they were trying to get Tom Brady, obviously, from 2019. The bring after he was done with it was clear that he was going to leave New England. They wanted to get him.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is that the owner incumbent, which I couldn't find his name. I think his name is it's not Bradley Beal. What is it? Is Billy Beal or some bullshit like that? I don't know. Let me look on the internet real quick.
Who are you looking for?
The owner that's gonna come in after Stephen Ross dies.
Oh, after he dies. Okay.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Oh my god, this phone. Okay. Obviously, the main guy is Stephen Ross. This fucking idiot.
Oh my goodness.
And then this other idiot who I'm definitely not sure about. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, I apologize for the wait. Yeah, it doesn't say here. I forgot the guy's name, but apparently he's friends with Brady. Like he's really close with Brady, so he was talking to him about joining the team when it wasn't allowed to do that. So that's problem number one. Then, I think they tried to do the same thing this past year. Because remember when Tom Brady quote retired?
Mm-hmm.
What happened was here what the Dolphins were going to try to do. They were going to make him a minority owner, right?
Tom Brady.
Yeah. Remember, Brady and Stephen Ross they went to the same college, right? They went to the same college, and and obviously the other owner, he was friends with Brady, so they were gonna make him an owner, right? Part-time owner, whatever. And then then the story gonna leak out that he wants to play again. And what they were gonna do, they were gonna give Tampa Bay like a draft pick to release him from his playing contract. So therefore, he was gonna go from being an owner, part-time owner, or part owner, co-owner, whatever, to going back to playing quarterback for the Dolphins.
Okay.
And they were going to try to get Sean Payton out of retirement from New Orleans to be the coach.
And you have a problem with obtaining those two guys.
You know what? It's not even I have a major problem with it. It's that you fucking morons got caught. Everybody get campers, right? At some point, right? But you guys are the dumbasses that got caught, right? And what's that dude's name? Roger Goodell said that this was the most egregious form of cheating that he's ever seen, of tampering he's ever seen.
Of tampering, okay.
Most egregious. And of all the things that you can get called out for by that guy, right? And that's the most egregious. Oh my god! And you know what the worst part is that you look at everything that's going on with the Dolphins right now, right? They got Tyreek Hill. Apparently, he's doing well in camp. Tua's playing well in camp. Like, we have a legit chance to make the playoffs this year. It's gonna be tough because the AFC is tough. Obviously we have to deal with the Bills and the Patriots, but you have all these teams. Every team in the AFC West on paper looks good. And not to mention, you still have the Cincinnati Bengals, who are the defending AFC champions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is gonna be hard, but you have the talent. Hopefully, that you have the talent to make some noise. And but once again, this buffoon lets his stupidity, take over the news for the Dolphins. How the
Yeah,
hell? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. I'll let you speak. Yeah. I, for me as a Jets fan is, yeah, we going to get destroyed by, by Miami, because once I'll get back to the article real quick. Once you guys, gotten, Hill from,
Mhm.
Kansas City, dude, I said to myself, my goodness, like out of all the people, man, like they got one of the biggest, attention draw stars, in the NFL. That dude was so phenomenal last season, phenomenal. And the fact that you guys got him, I said, geez, bro, like who else is this team is going to get? And dude, him and Tom Brady in the same team, I'm sorry, having I disagree with you. That would have been a big advantage, at least in our division. Having just those two guys alone, that would have been really big for the team, far bigger than having Tua. But regarding with the the whole tampering stuff, I'm as much as stupid as they are, dude. I cannot blame them. You are talking about Sean Payton coaching Tom Brady, and you had Tyreek Hill. I can't fault him for that. That's a huge platter we're talking about here. I can't do it. Like they would have hit the jackpot if they were able to have all these guys, all three of those guys, in the off season together. I can't do it. But go ahead. You was gonna go off.
Okay. I'm trying to look for a more relevant.
What were you going to say? Because you're it sounded like you was gonna say something really because you said how
Oh,
the
yeah.
hell.
No, because how the hell did you get caught? With how the hell you get caught? That's why I don't understand. And the thing is that all this stuff that he's doing, right? Because here's the thing that annoys me about Stephen Ross defenders, right? They say that, well, at the end of the day, all he wants to do is win. All he wants to do is win. No shit. No, all he wants to do is win. The problem is that you let the people in charge do it, and all you have to do is pick the right people. That's it, and you've done a shitty job of doing that. And then when you decide, oh, I'm gonna take this into my own hands, you fuck it up anyway.
Yeah,
Like he's the reason why this Dolphins organization has become a joke. Like he is. He's the main guy. He's the main guy. Because this franchise used to be fucking relevant before he got here. They used to be something when they got here. Now they were struggling a little bit, right? But when he got here, they become a joke. Everything he's done, he's presided over some of the most embarrassing moments as a Dolphins fan. He
Mm.
had from the whole the bully gate stuff. He said that he was gonna make a commission with all these guys who never showed up to anything. He was just saying it just to fucking say it, right? And then to me, he's a clown. That's all he is. He's a clown. He's a clown, and I'm like, bro, like I'm over it, man. Like I'm over it, and hopefully this team is good because like I'm over it. I'm over this dude. I'm over this dude's bullshit, man. And I don't give a shit what he's done with the stadium. I don't fucking care. I don't care what events he brings to the stadium. I don't care.
wow.
The only
Okay.
thing I give a shit about is the Dolphins. When it comes to everything going on in that stadium, the only thing I care about is that stadium is the team. And if that's not good, I don't give a shit about nothing else. Like I don't give a fuck about F1 being down there. I don't care about Rolling Loud being down there. I don't care about bringing a boxing event down there. I don't give a fuck about a soccer match being brought down there. I don't care about the World Cup coming down here. I don't give a shit about.
Yo, can you hear me? Hey, am I out or are you out? Oh man.
No. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're
Oh,
good.
so it was me, right?
It might have been me. It might have been me, but I'm here and I can hear you. So
Okay. The last thing I heard you say, was the about the World Cup, and then I didn't hear
yeah,
anything else.
yeah. I don't care. Yeah, all this stuff that they bring up about all the stuff that he done for the stadium. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. The stadium does look a lot nicer than when he got it. Absolutely. But the facts are that the team has been a joke since you've owned the franchise. It's been a joke. And like I said, and the funny thing is that the stuff that he's done has been like this, like him. If you just let him, if he will spend money to build a winner. The problem is that you have the wrong people doing it. He had the wrong people doing it, and it's like it's frustrating, man. Like it's frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you don't really care about all the other stuff that he provided, into the stadium, I get it because the ultimate goal is to get your team, your team in your organization better, and you ruined it already by jeopardizing your future. I mean, to have two picks and then now you have only just one left, like that's a big deal. We talking about the first one. We're not talking about second round, third, fourth round. We talking about the first round.
Yeah, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
Which absolutely is a big deal. All because you wanted to go after a 45-year-old quarterback.
Yeah.
You had the opportunity. You drafted Tua, right? And this is the first time, right? You drafted Tua after you failed to get Brady. You drafted Tua, right? And between the head coach not wanting him and the owner clearly not wanting him, what chance does he have? What chance did he really have?
You talking about Tua?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What chance does he really have? Yeah, man.
Well, he wasn't going to really have a chance if people did not want him because they just I think one was one of the,
Well, guess he's the reason why he was drafted. It was Ross.
but you were happy with that pick.
Yeah, it was, and I still am. But the thing is that you have to give the guy a chance, not try to push him aside just for fucking Tom Brady.
Well, they knew that they would have much bigger success with Tom Brady than a rookie quarterback.
Really? You trust that franchise? Because I don't. It wouldn't surprise me if Tom Brady had come here, he would have had his worst year here, and he would have retired afterwards.
Wow!
I could absolutely see that happening. I can absolutely see that happening.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I do remember, people make fun, of the Dolphins saying that, they're a joke. I don't know if you remember this, but I remember when Peyton Manning was a free agent, like when I don't know if you remember what happened, but he didn't even want to have a meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
Peyton Manning didn't even want to have a meeting, an interview or whatever it was, with the Dolphins because they were so bad. He didn't even want to talk to them.
No, okay, and then
That's bad.
all right, let me read this because you remember a lot of the stuff that they were found guilty of was stuff that Brian Flores said in his lawsuit, right? The only thing that they couldn't find or that they couldn't get Ross on is the idea that he tried to pay Flores to lose games.
Oh, okay. They couldn't find proof on that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
they couldn't. At least according to them, they couldn't find proof on that. So here's what Ross said. Right, I am thankful that the NFL's investigator found my factual allegations against Stephen Ross. My bad. This is from Flores.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
True.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So, okay.
Hold on, let me read Stephen Ross's thing first.
Oh, okay.
Let me read Stephen Ross's statement first, because this, my God, this gave me a laugh. Let me read his first, and then I didn't know Flo commented on it, but okay. Okay, there we go. This from Sports Illustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As I've said all along, these allegations were false and malicious and defamatory. With regards to tampering, remember. God, let me see if. Hold on a second. This is the second half of it. Let me look for the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. No, my internet not responding. Okay, there we go. Give me one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is his statement. The independent investigation cleared our organization of any issues related to tanking and all of Brian Flores' other allegations. As I said all along, these allegations were false, malicious, and defamatory, and this issue is now put to rest. With regards to tampering, I strongly disagree with the conclusions and the punishment. However, I will accept the outcome because the most important thing is that there be no distractions for our team as we begin an exciting and winning season. I would not allow anything to get in the way of that. Oh, you fucking moron.
This already is a distraction already.
Exactly. Is already. And first of all, you weren't cleared of anything that Brian Flores said, right? Everything that Brian Flores said, I believe is true. The only thing is that the NFL would not go as far as to say that you paid him to lose games, because they can't quote prove it. They can't prove it. But the thing is that would not be the look. If you wanted to go in a different direction, you would have kept the same coach, which was Adam Gase. But Adam Gase was not into doing the whole losing thing. That's why he went to the Jets and started losing organically, right? So you have that, which is, he said is now put to rest, which is bullshit. And then he said that he disagrees with if you disagree with it that much, you can easily fight it, but you can't fight because you know what you did. What you did. You know exactly what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you're going to, then people are like, well, all he wants to do is win. No shit, he wants to win, but do it. Just don't get caught. Don't get caught. Like, it's that simple.
I mean, clearly he didn't keep this stuff to himself. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people knew about it. And who was the whistleblower here? Do you know?
No, honestly, the whistleblower was Brian Flores.
That's it, right?
Yeah, it's Flores.
Okay.
Now let me read his comment. I'm thankful that the NFL investigators found my factual allegations against Stephen Ross are true, said Flores, who now serves as a defensive assistant under the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now here's the thing. Now Ross has been suspended. I think he was suspended for like 6 games or whatever, right? His first game back is against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. All right. So continuing on with his statement. At the same time, I'm disappointed to learn that the investigators minimized Mr. Ross's offers and pressured the tank games, especially when I wrote and submitted a letter at the time to Dolphins executives documenting my serious concerns regarding the subject at the time, which the investigator has in her possession. While the investigator found the Dolphins, okay, all right, this is a new thing. Well, actually, it could be from here. I'll continue reading. Whatever. While the investigators found that the Dolphins had engaged in impermissible tampering of unprecedented scope and severity, Mr. Ross will avoid any meaningful consequences. There is nothing more important than when it comes to the game of football itself than the integrity of the game. When the integrity of the game is called into question, fans suffer and football suffers. So, like,
Is that it? Is there more?
let me see. I mean, okay. This is from. All right, this is from Goodell. This is addressing the tanking
Okay,
out.
okay. Yes. That's okay.
Every club is expected to make a good faith effort to win every game. Goodell's statement read. The integrity of the game and public confidence in professional football. The man no less. Any owner or senior executive must understand the weight that his or her words carry and the risk that a comment will be taken seriously and acted upon, even if that is not the intent or expectation. So let me explain. So here's what they pretty much said. The NFL is basically saying that when Stephen Ross made those comments to Flores, that he was joking. Basically, he was joking about tanking.
Oh my goodness.
So let me ask you a question, because someone came up with this analogy, and I agree with him 100%. If I joke about killing somebody, and that person ended up being dead, you're gonna think that I'm just you're gonna think that, oh, I'm just joking.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I I don't get it, man.
And the thing is, why would you joke about something? Where does the joke come from? What would give you the motivation to make a joke about that to your coach? Why?
Exactly.
It makes no sense. Like I'm trying to think of it on his behalf. Trying to put my feet on his shoes. What would be the sense for you to joke about your team taking? It makes no sense. You drafted a decent quarterback. You tried to get all these well, hold on. When he tried to get Tom Brady, what I'm trying to remember what timeline that was in. That was before Tom Brady
Well,
went to.
they tried to do it twice, 2019 and this past year.
Okay, 2019 and this past year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me think. So in 2019, that was before they got Tua.
Yeah. And I think that might have been before, either it was around the time or before they got Flores. 'Cause remember, Flores came from New England. So what I think Ross wanted to do, he wanted to use Flo's connection with Brady to bring him to Miami. And I think
Which
and
is
I
a good
think Flores,
strategy
but Flores was against it.
because he didn't want Tom Brady.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted Tom Brady.
Oh, I guess there's something that he knows that we don't.
Yeah, could be.
There's something he knows that we don't.
Could be. But all right, so let me continue reading. Even if made in jest and not intended to be taken seriously, comments suggesting that draft position is more important than winning can be misunderstood and carry with them an unnecessary potential risk to the integrity of the game. The comments made by Mr. Roth did not affect Coach Flores' commitment to winning, and the Dolphins competed to win every game. Coach Flores is to be commended for not allowing any comment above to the relative importance of draft position to affect his commitment to win throughout the season. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a big article. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, it to me, I fuck, man. Like, it's just constant bullshit from this guy in this franchise, man.
Yeah, and I remember people were praising him that he had hired, a black coach, and now with all this, fiasco, going on, with with Flores, and now you were trying to get Tom Brady, and then you were trying to get Sean Payton, and now you lost a draft a draft pick, which obviously compromises your future.
When it comes to the football stuff, he comes off as a buffoon.
Yeah.
But when it comes to everything else, like he comes off like a guy who's smart enough to be a billionaire.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
As far as the business aspect, yes.
Yeah, but
Yes,
it's like
yes. As far as everything else, though, yeah. But
it's crazy.
football wise, he clearly didn't really know how can orchestrate or be more strategic about it, or be more secretive, hush hush. He just really didn't know how to pull it off without people finding out. And I think now this is just going to hurt them when it's time for when it's draft season. It's just going to hurt Miami, because first round is a very big deal. We're not talking about third, fourth round here. So
Yeah.
this is a very big deal for Miami's future. And as far as the whole him getting fined for 1.5 million, like, nobody cares about that.
No, he could shit that type of money.
Yeah, like who nobody cares about. Oh, he got fined 1.5 million. Now, obviously, that's a lot to us, but that's pennies, for him.
And
That dude owns so much freaking real estate. Not just with the Dolphins. That dude owns so much businesses and real estate. That $1.5 million is complete garbage.
yeah, Nolan said it himself. Like it's slap on the wrist.
Oh,
It's
he
slap
said
on the wrist. Yeah. Which is for money wise, yeah, but losing the draft pick, that's embarrassing.
Yes, that one is bad.
That's embarrassing. And Nolan also said Roger doing damage control. I agree. All this is damage control for Stephen Ross, because you can't joke about something like that and then just brush it off as just being a joke. Even though you can condemn it all you want, the fact is, if someone is joking about something that someone accuses someone else is, you can't just be like, oh, it's a joke. I can't say, oh, I'm gonna rape this girl and make it come off as a joke. I can't. There's certain things you just don't joke about.
Correct.
Let me also
I agree.
yeah. I think he was trying to save Tom Brady, or probably realized that once they got him, they would drop Flores. Yeah, I mean, think about what they tried to get. They tried to get Sean Payton. And the funny thing with Sean Payton has the same agent as Tom Brady. They share the same agent.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say if Tom Brady comes to Miami in 2019, right, and they don't win, right, in a couple years they don't win. Yeah, I was Flo's gonna get fired. Look, he got fired after 3 years anyway. And then you have a guy who's a Super Bowl winning coach. They're obviously gonna hire him afterwards. They're obviously they're gonna try.
Yeah, they will definitely try to hire Sean Payton afterwards. And the thing is, the thing what Nolan said though, the previous comment, I'm not really sure what you mean by trying to save Tom Brady. I'm not really sure.
Maybe he was like, I don't know if this organization's right for you or whatever. It could be that. It could be that Flo didn't wanted to have his own quarterback.
Or maybe he didn't want to look bad, because they would obviously blame him if Tom Brady didn't perform well. They'll probably blame the coach that, oh, Tom Brady goes to Miami, and by him going to Miami, he had one of his worst season in his whole entire career. Oh, it has to be the coach.
Yeah, could have been that too.
Had to be the coaching staff. Yeah. So I think he was trying to save himself.
Yeah.
I don't think he was trying to save Tom Brady. I think he was trying to save himself. I think he had the foresight that he knew that he was going to be the one in the back burner, not Tom Brady.
Yeah, that could be true too. That could definitely be true too. But to me, I just, it's a joke, man. That's what it is, man. It's a joke. And the only thing that's the saving grace for this team right now is the potential. It's potential. Like, what can Tua, Tyreek, and all those guys, what can they do to make Miami a winner?
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is, man. Like the one thing that I've come to realize that not all owners are smart people or smart. They may be great at business, but not all of them can be owners of a sports team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and and like you said earlier, yeah, it is a slap on the wrist that does absolutely nothing. That doesn't really do anything. Like you mentioned in the movie, the draft pick is what really hurts Miami, not the owner getting fined. 1 point. Like you think he's gonna be start fretting about the 1.5 million? Like get out of here, man. That's nothing. The only thing that I am interested in is I really am looking forward to see how Tua improves because man, bro, we have, like I said last year, we have amazing quarterbacks. This season, like I cannot remember the last time we have outstanding, fantastic quarterbacks like this. Like I
young
can't remember.
quarterback,
Yeah.
young quarterbacks, and
Yes.
you look at everything that Tua had to deal with rumors like what he had to deal with Brady and the stuff with Flo and all the other stuff. He never got a fair shake.
Yeah.
He never did. That's why I'm so against all these idiots who sit there and be like, oh well, it's one thing if you want Herbert, that's fine. Like I don't care about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I remember the conversation you and I had at your
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
But the thing is that you're saying, oh, after a couple years that he's not the guy. How do you fucking know? He never got a chance.
He was probably that was probably a distraction for him. All that stuff that's been going on, that was probably a distraction for him. Like how is it you could expect the guy to perform well if he thinks already this team wants to get rid of me? Like, well, I'm not gonna want to do my best for you if you want to get rid of me. Like seriously.
Yeah, it's
Seriously.
silly shit, man. It is silly shit. But on that note, like I'm done.
Yeah. I thought we were doing very good on time, but it's still under 3 hours, even though it's close.
And
Um, and we had a lot of topics. So
yeah.
the fact that we still did it under three, I think that's very impressive. You could go ahead and shout out to everybody if you want, or you
Yeah.
want me to do it.
Nolan, thank you so much for watching. McKinley, obviously, thank you for watching. Ruben, Malta. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, man. Thank you guys for participating. Remember, guys, thumbs up, and all the other stuff. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah. So I think you forgot my nephew. You can't forget my
Oh,
nephew.
Joshua, shout out to you, Joshua.
Yeah. But once again, yeah, thank you all for watching. Another good podcast. Yeah, we had a little snafu with the mic and having getting dropped off, and my camera earlier. But we're going to constantly make improvements. We're going to make improvements. We will buy more different equipment, and like you said, just share and well, I think you all subscribe, but share it, like it, so that way more people could watch our content. And then yeah, like it'll just constantly make us motivate us more to produce more content for you guys. We appreciate you all for coming and constantly watching us. And yeah, we're gonna do this again next week, and unless anything changes. So this is the Traditionalist 101 signing out. Oh, you have a comment, but have a good one.
Yeah, let me read this. Nolan said I meant that they were going to save Brady from a dumb organization and getting injured. Majority exposes Miami if they effed up Brady. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, after all the success that Brady had, in New England, and then to Tampa, and if he had a bad, awful season in Miami, clearly they're going to say it's the coaching staff. So yeah,
yeah. On that note, this is 186. I'm out. Peace.